Does your train traffic back up like this on your city's maps? Oh, look at it. It is absolutely horrendous. Oh, today we're going to finally fix it up, and I'm sure there'll be lots of tips available to help you sort your train traffic as well. Welcome back to the next episode of Cities Skylines with me, Biffa, here in New Tealand. And today is finally the day where we're going to sort out our train traffic. Just look at it. It is red absolutely everywhere. And it's got to the point now where I was losing money in my city. Well, I'm certainly not making as much as I was. I had, was it like 3 million credits, simoleons, tea leaves, whatever they're called. And we're down to 200,000 after a small building session. So we really need to sort this out. So how are we going to do it? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is take a look at a map of the city to help me to make some good decisions. And the way I'm going to do that is use this mod called CSL Map View Exporter. And it takes a save game of your city, the most recent one, and turns it into a map file. As you can see, these are the settings I use. You can manually export if you want to do one, or just save the game. And then look in the folder that's listed down here, and these are where your map files will be. Let's take a look at the map of New Tealand. Okay, here we go. This is the overview of New Tealand that the map view mod gives to you. And as you can see, you can zoom in and out. You can scroll around. Here's the new area we built in the last episode. It goes a bit slow when you zoom in. There we go. Excellent. And you can see all the different routes that we've got all over our city for all the different mass transit options. So I want to make this map a little bit easier to see and to work with. So I'm going to go to my view options, visibility, and I'm going to turn off forest. There we go, just to clean things up a bit. And then I'm also going to go into my settings, and under public transport route, I'm going to turn off all of the lines. And once we click OK, that will tidy things up nicely. And train lines, as you can see, if we zoom in over this side, are shown as these black and white striped lines, so we can easily see what goes where. So what I would then do is save this image and open it up in your favorite image editor, and I would do something like this. There we go. I use paint.net. Other image editors are available, of course, and I'm going to go through here and mark on the map where all of my cargo train stations are and where all of my passenger train stations are, to give us a good idea of what we need to do to fix our train problem. Okay, so here is the map before I made any changes, and here is the map after I've made the changes. So now we can see all the different stations that we've got. And you know what? Doing this has made me realise this is probably not going to be as big a job as I thought it was going to be before. I've been putting this off like nobody's business. But, you know, that's just the way it goes. And a couple of things have sort of jumped out at me. A lot of cargo stations right near each other here. I think we might make a little bit of a change over there. 2 passenger stations here. Are they both needed? I mean, that's the way we've built the area, so I'm not going to change it. But something worth keeping in mind for the future. This area does well with just 1. So as we move up here, we might add 1 more on that island, 1 more on this island, and see how that goes. Yeah, nice little islands up there to expand to. We've got 2 close to each other here. One is, that is just trains, and that is the boats as well. So we might consolidate those 2. But apart from that, it's not too bad. So the plan is to rip out the lines, or I might not rip out all the lines, but to put a line for cargo and then a line for passengers separately. I am wondering whether, that was my engaging Biffa's brain noise, is we don't have a lot of these passenger stations set to allow trains from outside the city, intercity trains. We only have, if I remember correctly, this one here, maybe one of these. I think this one, if I remember correctly. So I don't think there's a huge need for setting a separate line for external trains coming in. If we did need to do it, there's not enough room. So we probably won't. Okay, right. So that's what we've got. Let's jump back into the game and see how we can put this into action. So I'm trying to decide the best way to go about doing this. And of course, we have our train lines that we can add. There we go. Let's just draw that over here. But we have a fantastic tool that is part of the network multi-tool, and that is the create parallel mode. So if we select that end, and then it will put in whatever the last network was that we selected, which in this case was the train line. And then we've got all those adjustments you can see on the screen. You can make it move it around like that. You can go up, you can go down, you can switch sides like that. That's the tab key, which is also set to my camera key. That's why the camera looked weird. And then press enter and it will add that in automatically for you, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. The only downside is if I do that on huge swathes of track, we could be destroying other things. How would that work, for instance, with a bit that went from bridge to flat? Let's do a quick test. We'll go from there, say, to here. So we've got bridge and flat connected. And you know what? That is pretty clever. It's automatically changed it from bridge mode to normal mode. If I switch that to the other side... Yeah, I need to change my tab key. Hang on 1 second. Okay, I've changed that to a non-conflicting key. Yeah, so we can get whole sections of this. Like, if it was up to here, for instance, and we'll say, no, that's on the wrong side. Switch that over to the other side. It's going to mean a bit of adjusting of things. But if we can literally go through and double up all of our lines this easily. I want to see how it does tunnel, bridge, and back to normal. Let's just go all the way down to here. So on that side, let's just do it with this section here. So that'd be quite close to the road, but that's fine. Looks like it's going to go to a tunnel. Looks like it's going to go to a bridge. Okay, let's just do that one. Enter. Okay, let's just check it out. So yeah, that has stayed in like a bridge section along here because of that bridge section. And that hasn't really done a tunnel section. Okay. Yes. So we might have to then just go back through. Let's just change this section, for instance. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, so not too difficult to fix. And then to get it back onto the ground, of course, we select this one. And we just go along like that. Yeah, so it's going to need some extra work. So maybe... Yeah, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? That needs to be bridge. It's a shame it doesn't... Oh, that was close. That was close. Shame it doesn't 100% mirror the state of the last one. And then, for instance, like on here, we then need to come along and just move this out. Ooh, humpy, jumpy, bumpy. There we go. Yeah, something like that would be okay, wouldn't it? But other than that, that's okay. Well, let me play around with this for a couple of minutes in case I'm missing a setting somewhere. And then we'll see if we can dive in to getting all of this working. Well, I put a message on Sergey's Discord to see whether anybody there has an idea of what's going on. But this is another test that I want to do, is whether if I do this one here, it's going to connect to that one there. Now, this one is a bridge all the way along. Oh, it's a slightly different one there. Okay, well, let's do a test with this. And I want to go all the way down to here. And I'll tell you why, because here we're going to have to switch over to the other side. So we're going to have to do a bit of manual changing. Let's have a look. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be changing that bit. Okay, let's do enter and see what happens. No, it doesn't connect those two up like that. Okay, but that's not the end of the world. Let's select that piece. And let's just connect those together. So that's an easy fix. And then along here... it hasn't taken them as bridge sections. Oh dear. I seem to have created a dam which is then possibly going to flood our city. We haven't done that for a while, have we? Right, let me just remove all of this. And that was interesting because I did actually select it from a segment here that was raised. So that one to there. So it looks like it's above the ground. And then it does the ground piece. So I'm wondering whether we just need to use one of the options instead. Let's try that again. So we'll go from there. I'm just going to do a little section this time. Yeah, so don't let your... look, we can see there's the ground part on there. Is that to do with this, I wonder? It is. There we go. Look, we changed that to normal. And it's not mirroring it entirely. Can I go all the way along again? Let's go all the way up to here. Yeah, there we go. It's put those as a bridge with that sort of piece on like that. Let's do enter. Okay, so we're learning things. If we come along here, yeah, this has got like the bridge piece on, which is not the end of the world. That's fine. Has it not put any legs underneath? I don't think it has. These pillars. No, we need to add those in. Hang on, let's go into my other camera view and zoom down and check. Zippity-doo-dah underneath. Yeah, there's no pillars on this, so we need to go through and do those. But apart from that, we are getting there. So what would I do just to change these? Yeah, so if I just upgrade these to the raised pieces, darn it. What did I just delete there? Oh, I need to be careful here. I'm not going to... So that one had them in... Yeah, what is that? Oh, it's just some rocks and things on the side. Okay, we can fix that by turning off that. There we go. Excellent. So I'll need a little bit of tidying up for any trees that are poking through or anything. But that is looking okay. And then, for instance, a section like this where it's just going to go on the wrong side is... I would perhaps then say from here... to let's go down to here. I'm going to switch sides like that. Let's put that back onto that mode. How's that looking? Yeah, that's okay. And then here we just need to do a little manual jiggery pokery to get these to line up again. Yeah, that's okay, isn't it? That sweeps around there. That comes down here. Yeah, we left that on, didn't we? So we've got trees on the track. I'll come back and sort that out. And then I'm just wondering how this is going to work over here. I bet this isn't going to do what we think. Ooh, let's see. So we want to go from there. Let's just do a short section like that. No, we have to go via that one. Yeah, and I want that on the other side. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's not going to work on the road, is it? That's not connected properly. It's just drawn over the top. Okay, well, we've learned something else there, so I can just fix that myself. Wow, we are losing money. Good grief. This is something we need to sort out super quick. And the downside, or the upside I should say, of using the network multi-tool this way, it still costs you money to place these things. When this mod first came out, it was free. I would rather it cost me money because to me that's part of the game. So yeah, I need to try and make sure we can get this done without bankrupting the city. Why did I leave this so late to do? Oh, I should have done this ages ago. So yes, I've just had a reply back from Sergey, and I think this problem that we had over here was down to me having the tool set up incorrectly. So let me just delete these through here. So we've got a bridge part, we've got a flat part, and we'll just do another test. Spending more money that we haven't got. Let me just run the game for a few minutes. To help speed things up, I'm going to go for the old tax trick. So everything was on 12%. I'm going to put this up to maximum, and then we're going to run the game for a few seconds, get a load of money in, and then as soon as people stop joining the city or start leaving in their droves because of the ridiculously high tax rates, then we'll drop it back down again. Sorry, everybody. It's for the benefit of New Tealand. It'll all be good when it's done. Oh, I feel terrible. Okay, I think that's enough. We've got up to like 1 million or something like that. So I'll put these back down to 12% again. 13, 12. Blah, 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 blah. There we go. And then we can do this test here again. So we'll go from... here to over there. Excellent. It's on the correct side. This is set to the correct mode. Press enter and let's take a look. So this one has gone to raise. That one's raised. That hasn't done a bridge. Nope. Okay, just had a chat with Matsurgi, and the way it does this, where it doesn't quite copy the tunnel, is to do with the way the vanilla game works and the heights that it needs to make a tunnel and that sort of thing. I've made the suggestion that could you have a force option where it is forced to copy the style of network, whether it's a bridge, a tunnel, or a flat piece like we see over here, instead of using the vanilla game limitations, I suppose, or the way the vanilla game has been made. And yeah, he will take a look at that and maybe consider that. So even without this being an option in the game, having the option to place parallel all of these rails like this is going to save so much time. I'm just wondering whether this bit up here I am going to leave. So what I might just do over here is just connect these two together. So yeah, thank you very much for the tool. I just can't complain. It is absolutely brilliant. I'm going to put that in there like that, so it can split off into both sides. Yep, that's fine. And then if ever we build up here, we can switch that around. So let's continue down here. So what I might just do is fix this first of all. Okay, there we go, all sorted. So what I'm going to do is let my city run for a while, get some money in, and then I think I'm just going to upgrade one island at a time. And yeah, take it a piece at a time so it doesn't become too much of a huge, big, overwhelming problem. So I will be back with you. And one more little piece of advice when doing this. So let's parallel this here all the way down to here. Yeah, that's the right side. And then we get this little bit here where the two nodes aren't connected together. I've made the suggestion to add that as a forced option as well if one network meets another network of the same type. But we have the union nodes mode in here, so we can select a source node. It becomes a bit difficult when you've got other nodes nearby. Let's have to zoom out a bit. I had it there for a minute. Hang on, hang on. There we go, we've got that one, and we want it to go to that one, and it does it automatically. So, yeah, that's a little bit easier than drawing in the new tracks again. Right, let me finish off this part of the island. I'm thinking, as we cross across here, because we don't have, if we just double check our map again, we've only got passenger train stations along here. We go into this view, so we've got this one here, this one here, and this one here. So I'm not sure that having double lines along here is necessarily needed. Let's just check out this station here. So that's got a bypass. Let's just come down here. Pretty sure that one's got a bypass, which is good. And this one doesn't have a bypass over here, but that might not be too much of a problem. So I might just leave this section down here and connect this up, and yeah, we'll keep this as double down here for when we do add some more cargo later on. Okay, so that is this section down here taken care of, and we know that as we get to the end here, we've got Fisherman's Island. So this does have a cargo rail that comes out here and goes underground and joins the main rail coming in. So if we go to the edge of the city, a few episodes ago we set up this internal and external route, which is absolutely rammed with people. Yeah, we'll cover that another day. So I'm thinking we're going to double this one along here. There's a lot of room to the right hand side, which would be good actually. We can copy that all the way to the end. Oh, we might lose a few rocks along the way, but I think they're willing. If we go from here, and we're going to go all the way along. I'm just checking this rock. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Oh, autosave, quick sip of tea. Ooh. Because of our alien rock overlords, we are going to do a little bit of thinking ahead here. And we're going to just move these rocks out the way. So there's that one there, that one there. Oh, that looks like a big one. These are okay. And we're going to go all the way up to this section here. Oh, won't let me do it for some reason. Is it because we've gone past a couple of junctions? Yeah, so if I get that one, then I can get that one, then I can get that one. Yeah, we'll go all the way to the end. That should be okay. Let's just see. Yeah, there's plenty of room by the road. And then how are we going to connect this up here? Probably just something like that, so it can split out if it needs to. Then we can use our node controller on there. Oh, even just clicking it once has sort of sorted it out. We can make that a little bit bigger. That's probably okay. Bit of a crossover for in and out for both lines, but yeah, we'll go with that. Let's follow this along here. Yeah, that's all okay, apart from the odd tree cluster. It's looking fine. And then I want to get underneath here, and I'm going to set that as a bridge, and hopefully that will just force it, and that will be okay. Yeah, maybe not too bad. If we just move that in a bit and move that one in a bit. Yeah, that's okay. We just need to connect these two up. There we go. Fantastic. And then we'll continue along here. Now, this one goes out to be just cargo down here. This one goes out underneath the sea into the island we've just done to be just passenger. So we don't need to duplicate that one. Although we do seem to have extra rails coming through here. Let's just... Actually, I'm not going to pause because we need the money. What have we got going on? So we've got this splits off into two. See, this is where the game starts getting a bit complicated. And this one here goes out and continues up here on the right-hand side. Hooks in with that. Hooks up here. Yeah, I don't know how much of that we all want to change. I'm just wondering whether we could just slightly change this connection here. I might be making a big mistake here, but I'm actually going to make more connections than there was before. Yep, that's fine. And then this one here could connect to both. We're going to decide which one we're going to have as our cargo one. At the minute, this one's the cargo one on the right. So could that connect to there and then to here? Yeah, there we go. I've moved them apart so we can see what's going on. So even though the cargo is this bottom rail here, which this junction is connected to, the passenger is the top rail, but I need it to come over the top like this. Otherwise, it's not going to get over there. And we don't have room for like big flyover junctions and all that sort of stuff. So I think maybe that is the way to go. And like, for instance, here, this doesn't connect to this one, which it should do now because we're having this as our... If you could just let me go straight, that would be great. We're having this as our passenger one. Oh man, this is just going to be really awkward. If we go there like that. Yeah, that was never going to work. Let me try something else. Okay, so what's causing the brain fart for me here is that we've got this mass of rails that go in and out this whole area. Oh, it doesn't make it any easier to see. So we've got this one up here, this one down there, and these all need to be separated. So we just need to take a look at this for a moment. So this is a cargo one that comes along here. And this is all connected up together, and then it splits up there and it comes up here. So this one here needs to connect to our cargo. But this other one here, where does that go? It goes underneath and connects here. Comes over here. So this is going to be a passenger one. But then it could also have cargo on it as well. So I think this does just need to all connect together in one sort of big mess. And hope that it works. Like that. So now you can get onto any rail that you want. I'm going to use this. Let's do this one first. Yeah, that sort of messed that up, isn't it? If I go a little bit bigger on there and then do this one and go a little bit bigger on there. Yeah, we can sort of see what's going on. Oh man, this is going to be the death of me, I tell you. Right, I've had a slight change of heart. As this one here only needs to connect to the passenger, I'm going up and over the top. I need to smooth this out a bit, don't worry about that. So it can connect to the top passenger rail only. This one here is the cargo one, which can connect to... I just want that to come up a bit more level here. Like, oh, stop connecting to the nodes. That is going to connect to cargo only, like that. And then this other one here is the one that goes through under here, round here to be passenger. Although this, once we get around this side, looking at my map again, is going to have cargo once we get up round over here. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to do about that. But, yeah, I think this is definitely going to work better. I'm just wondering how we're going to get this. I think this one is going to have to go underground. All tunnels. Here we go. Biffa's getting serious. So that's going to have to go underneath to join to the passenger rail on the top. Yeah, okay. We're going to have a lot of tidying to do once this is all done. But it's going to look lovely, I assure you. And there we go. I've done the same on this line coming up here. That only needs to connect to the outside passenger line. Although this has got cargo on it. Where are you going? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute because cargo needs to come up that line over there. All right. So, oh, jumpy. So this one only connects to the top passenger line. And this one only connects to the top passenger line. This line here, which is cargo, only connects to the bottom cargo line. And then all of these lines in here go into this station, these two stations, and I thought there was another one. That's it. all come out on this line, but they also go up here. So we're going to have to sort of think about what we're going to do over here as well. Oh, my life, my brain. Right, to try and wrap my brain around it, I'm going to come back to this sort of spaghetti here and follow this main line that goes out, we're going to say from this little pond onwards, because there's trains that go into our passenger section there. Is that a cargo train? It looks like a cargo train to me. Yes. Now, where has that come from? A freight train. Oh, we can see where it's going. Can't see where it's come from. Very handy. So if we follow this along this way, what have we got along here? So it's all straight along, no other sections. And then we've got this passenger train station here. And then if we follow that around, it goes under the mountain and comes out there. Yep, that's the one. Yep, goes under the mountain, comes out there. And there's no cargo, no cargo. Here we have a cargo, but here we have it split off into two. So actually there's a bypass there, and this bit doesn't get too busy. So I think we'll leave this section. There's the cargo, and he's going around the outside instead of going through the middle. Why are you doing that? That is rather annoying. Can we change that with some speed on here? So it looks like the internal is 20. Or is that? Oh, that's the road underneath. These are the 4 rails, aren't they? Let's make the outside rail... let's slow it down. 50. There we go. So any cargo trains that come along, or anybody that's bypassing, should take the middle. Let's just hang on a sec. Okay, well, I've waited around for ages for a cargo train to come along and nothing's coming, but I'm pretty sure that will solve the problem. And then we've got this bypass for this cargo station here, which is fine. And then if we go along here, what have we got? So this splits off down here for passenger only and then continues on down here. So that's okay. Then we get to a busier section. So let's just put it this way round. So we've got a nice big bypass for this cargo one that goes on. And they can carry on down here, which they're doing. We've got this bypass down here for this cargo section, which is fine, and then the passenger goes through. So actually that should never get that busy. These lines here are nice and long between the junctions, so plenty of space for the trains to keep moving. Don't know why you're going so slow there. That might be to do with too many nodes near to each other. No, I think you're okay. Right, and then if we continue along down this way, so again they're all sharing the same line. What is this one going to do? He is going to take the bypass, which is good. Although, annoyingly, the bypass crosses over the track. But then if you were coming the other way, it wouldn't cross over the track, would it? No, that's fine. Yeah, I was just wondering. And the yellow line doesn't have any stops in here, which seems a bit silly as it's going past in this direction. So let's add a stop there for you and move you into there as well. There we go. And then it should only be the cargo trains that go past here. Excellent. Okay. So then we follow this along down here. Everybody's coexisting happily. And then this goes out. So that's fine. This comes back around here. And this is a passenger line that isn't even connected up yet. It was on our map, but that's okay. Then we'll follow this around. Now we're getting down to where we're the busiest. So let's split off this way. So this one here swings back round and connects to this big mess down here, and it's got a nice little bypass off for the cargo, which isn't actually that long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this here, and we're going to run a parallel line along here. So if we do it like this, it's going to run from there. Oh, that was close. That was close. Nope, we're fine. So it's going to run from there to here. Excellent, there we go. We'll move that out a bit, which I think is just plus, and we'll put that to ground mode. Excellent, then we can connect that up. There we go, so a much longer run off coming down here, and then I'm going to do the same the other way. It actually goes underneath in a tunnel, doesn't it? I don't really want it going underneath in another tunnel. That would seem an unnecessary expense. So I think we'll just leave that one like that. That's going to work a lot better. So that brings us back round to this section here. So I am thinking of doubling up this main line that goes all the way through here, because we've got this cargo connection that swings round. As you can see, cargo trains coming backwards and forwards. And this here gets super, super busy with this main train line, even though we've got these sort of extra parts that go out. But there's a lot of passenger trains going down there. So I'm thinking if we maybe start it. Okay, let's just pause the game. Let's select our train line as our last network. There we go. And then we go into here, do parallel. So I want to go from here, and I want to see how far. Is it going to let me go? No, you see, once you get to a junction, you just select the junction, and I want that the other side. That's going to go down here, and then we can go up to there. Keep going down here. Yeah, I want it all the way along here. We've got the space. It's going to probably need a little bit of jiggery pokery, but I think we'll be okay. Can't get up to that one. Is there another junction along there I've missed? I can do that one. I can do that one. Okay, let's go up to there. Up to there. Up to there. So let's do that. Let's put it on this mode. Yeah, see, that's going to put it all in the air, which is a bit annoying. If I do that mode, then when we get to our bridges, that's going to really mess up. I'll tell you what, let's do a quick autosave. Have a quick sip of tea. And then I'm going to put that in, and then we can see we can fix up what that gives us. Still saving, still saving, still saving. Packaging, nearly done. Enter. Okay, it's in. So let's come from back here. So yeah, I'll tell you what, let's fix the rail first. There we go. Okay, I think that's all right with the rest of it. Just need to maybe look at... So that goes flat along there. I think that's just a road, isn't it? Yeah, if we move that road down a bit, like that, that can just go back to normal, can't it? So if we do that one, and that one. Oh, we've got the building it's sticking right into. Okay. Oh man, that's so close. Can I move this over a bit? I probably can't. Oh man, I could probably gain a few millimeters there. Yep, I think that'll be alright. There's some room to get round there now. Then we've got our clusters of trees that love to cause problems. Path just about fits under. Oh no, it doesn't fit under there at all. I don't even remember putting this path in underneath there, and then having these rail lines go over the top. Let's see if we can fit this in a bit better. I mean, that's better, isn't it? And they can walk under there. Yeah, excellent. Okay, there we go. I think that is okay. And then what we want to do now is change this to connect onto here instead. To get a nice curve on there, let's use this one. Quick connection mode. It's going to go from there to there. Come out that end. Come out that end. And I think that looks okay. Maybe we could just increase that a tiny bit there. Make it a bit more. There we go. Excellent. And then maybe just smooth this down. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll use the node controller. Take that node and go slope. And then we'll take... Oh, there's a node there. Yeah, we don't need that node, do we? We're going to remove that node. Yeah, oh, that's better. There we go. Then we'll take that node. That's a middle node. I think that's okay. I just feel like this one needs to bend out a little bit. Yeah, anyway, there we go. So now all of this cargo stuff just connects there. So that's going to continue all the way along there like we've done, all the way up to this point. And I'm wondering here whether to connect these two together, because up here anyway, we've got a bypass station that people don't want to use. This is a bit annoying. I don't know why, but I've tried to change the speed on the bypass here, but you can't. Look, it's like I can only change that one and it does both. So the AI in the game will not take this bypass through the middle. I can probably show you that any second now. Is he going to stop? No. Anybody that's not going to stop anyway. I've just seen it. They won't go through. But it's not too much of an issue. So I do think we will just connect these two up at the ends here. Okay, so that is this section done. We said we're not going to worry about this one that goes all the way through here. It doesn't get that busy. If in the future we find it is, then we can always add another rail over here, but I think that's okay. Right, let's follow this back along here. Boom, 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 boom. Hopefully this is all set up okay. I'll go back and check it off camera. So that's this line coming in. Now we've got this is the other major line coming in. And this is where it's got a bit all messy again. Yeah, so I've just checked. So with this line that comes down through here is actually only connecting to this cargo station here. Then it goes back up there. So it's good that we've got the bypass, but there's nothing else at all that's going to come up here. We have no passenger train stations. Let me just double check that. This one here. Nope, that's it. Just that one there. So that can just connect to the cargo line. I'm just going to disconnect it from all of that. So which one did we decide was our cargo line? Man, this is taking all day and I've forgotten. The bottom one is our cargo line. So that comes through here. That comes through here. So actually that was probably connected to the correct one, which is fine. So maybe I'll just connect that back up again. Actually, before I do that, I want to check what else is going on here. So we've got this one splits off as a bypass for this one. Yeah, look at all these. Because our trains are all backed up. Loads of stuff's been dying off. But it's all coming back, folks. Don't worry. So I'll tell you what we're going to do, just to make this easier, is I'm going to delete these connections here that we've got. That's okay because that goes together. So we're going to make a little bit of space and then we'll connect these up. There we go. Then they go back into one. This can connect on the bottom again like that. So that's the only connection to the cargo that it needs. And then we've got this little mess here. So this line we've got connecting to our separate line there. If they want to go anywhere else, it's this bit here which is confusing me. So this is a cargo line. I need to just think about this. My brain. Okay, I'm getting it. So this top one's our passenger line. So where it swoops off in this direction, this needs to go up and over the top and connect over there. And I could probably do that with one of these tools again, can't I? So where do I want it to connect? It's going to go up, swoop down. It's going to connect here. So if I go like that, we can sort of tidy that up a bit. Then connect this one, connect, create connection mode. We're going to go from there to, yep, this one. Yeah, so I think like that will be okay. We'll pop that in. This obviously needs to be a bridge section. So we're going to grab those nodes and we're going to make them the same height. That's Control H, the same height as that one. And that should, yeah, lift it up. But don't worry about the slope too much there. And then I'm just going to line these up. There we go. So that now sweeps over the top to join to our outside passenger line. If they want to go the other way, they can take this node here, which is looking all kinds of hawky-porkiness. Let's grab... Is there a node under here? No. Let's add a node there. I'll tell you what, this tool has saved me so much trouble with doing all of this. I mean, I could have done it all by hand, you know, drawn everything in one at a time. That's better, isn't it? But this has just been fantastic. We're going to go all the way to there. There we go. That's a bit better. Yeah, so that goes up over the top. If they want to go this way, it's through this tunnel, which then joins over here, which will come back again, which then goes over the top and joins to the passenger line that way. Excellent. So that's that one. Oh, do love a good flyover. And then we've got this one here, which is disconnected. That is for our cargo area. So if they want to go this way, they can join there, and that joins to the cargo line here. If they want to go this way, that is going to come through here and join to our cargo line on the bottom over here. So let's do that. hoping that's going to make that a tunnel. Yay, it did. Whoa. That was slightly weird. I think we just need to lower this whole thing. There we go. So that now connects just to the cargo line in both directions as well. Boy, I tell you what, hopefully I don't think we've missed anything. I'm just checking this one here. So that only goes in one direction each way. I think that's okay. This one doesn't need to be a double line. They go together over there. I think we're fine. I think this should now... Have I done it? Have I actually completed what I need to do? The only thing I might change is this setup in here is all a bit of a mess. And I've sort of ended up with 2 train station cargo terminals here. This one and this one, which is a bit unnecessary. But I think maybe that will be something we have a look at another time. So what I think I need to do is to let this run. While it's running, I'm going to go through and just check all my lines are set up okay. Nothing's gone a bit hawky-balky. We haven't got any trees in the way and all that sort of stuff. And then hopefully, like weird slopes like this, and then hopefully that is all okay. So, good grief. I'm going to go and put the kettle on, and yeah, I will be back with you momentarily. Well, do you know what? That actually ended up not being as bad a job as I thought it was going to be. I'm so glad I bit the bullet. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the next episode of Cities Skylines with me, Biffa. Thank you very much for joining me. Yes, I've had a lovely, relaxing week off with my family, and I'm ready to get stuck in back again with building in this city. But first, let's catch up with Hugo with a word from our sponsors at NordVPN. Hugo is visiting his Scandinavian cousin Bjorn Hugerson. Bjorn works at the city of Antarctica's snow dump and is training Hugo on the safe and efficient way to remove snow and keep the streets clean for all the city citizens. While he is visiting, Hugo will also be training Bjorn on how to surf the internet safely and game securely with NordVPN. So if you want to secure your internet connection while on public Wi-Fi, watch your favourite TV shows while abroad, and block malware-ridden websites, then NordVPN is for you. With NordVPN, like Hugo, you can have a fast and secure roadway to your destination. With over 5,400 super-fast servers in 59 countries, you can be fast and safe travelling the internet no matter where you are or where you want to get to. To get NordVPN, go to nordvpn.com/Biffa and use the coupon code Biffa. And for every purchase of a 2-year plan, you get a bonus gift plus a huge discount. Well, Hugo will soon be heading back to sunny New Tealand, but he is happy in the knowledge that cousin Bjorn Hugerson is protecting the internet for the fine folks in Antarctica with NordVPN. I'm just looking at this junction up here, look, and if they come out too quick because of the sharpness of that turn, it's like, whoa, they nearly turn over and crash their car. So we're going to have a look at that, and there's a few other things we need to fix as well. I'm glad you all enjoyed the episode where we went through and gutted our train network and sort of changed it all up and did all sorts of things. There's a couple of things, a couple of little mistakes that crept in. We're going to fix those as well. But while we're here, why don't we just use some of the tools that we have available to us to try and fix some of these things? I'm just going to see whether just doing something like that. Oh, look at that. Instantly, that should be so much better. Let's just see when the next car comes around here. Now, nobody wants to come down here now, which is just fantastic. And also what we could do with in there is grabbing one of these, upgrading to one of those, doing a bit of jiggery pokery with the Move It mods. Everybody's got their own space, their own lane, all that good stuff. This bit in here got distracted now, you see. I'll change that to bends. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh, that looks nice. No, it doesn't. I thought I was going to get some better connection through there. Let me try that again. Custom. There we go. That's the one. And then we can use our intersection marking tool and get this all lined up. Oh, look at that. Lined up perfectly first time. That is good. There we go. I think that looks much, much better. Get a few lines on there. Here comes some big trucks merging in nicely. Everything keeps moving. Right, so the other thing was our train lines over here. There's a couple of things I want to change. This little bit here, I'm going to change, and there's going to be a reason for it. As we can see, this line goes into a bridge, into a tunnel here, underground, comes out again, goes back underground again, comes out again. We don't need this up and down a little bit here, so we're going to change this into part of the tunnel there. And that is also going to help with something else that just seems excessively high. Let us just lower this down. There. I'll tell you what we're going to do, actually. We're going to use the network multi-tool smooth the node thing. We're going to go from there to here. There we go. That should all be underground. Excellent. There we go. That's fine. So having that underground is going to help another problem that was spotted by some eagle-eyed viewers. So thank you very much for that. If we look at our lines, at the moment, this yellow line can't get to where it's supposed to go, which is from the glass box over here to NPA Island. It goes all the way up the top here, and then it turns around and comes back again once it gets to that station. I think during the episode, I actually added some stops up here, and it wasn't supposed to go all the way this way up. So what we're going to do, because if we look at our lines, our rails, let's do it back this way again. It comes down here, it comes on this side, and then it could split and go under here, which is the other direction one, but that then joins this main line here past the point of being able to go down here. So we just need to add, I reckon, a little bit of tunnel coming off of here. Let's pop that back on again. As long as we can keep this all underground. I want that sort of to merge out this way. Oh, okay, you're going to do it like that. And I just want this to connect to over here like that. There we go. I think we might just need to do a little bit of jiggery pokery with the Move It mods. So let's just move that back a touch. Yeah, I think that should be okay. There's the next node there. There we go. Excellent. So now that line can come round underneath. There we go, just smoothing that out a little bit. Excellent. So now, if we go back into our stops up here, this is the one I want actually. So to stop this yellow line going all around the houses when it doesn't need to, which one is it? This one here, Sparty and Emerson. So if we turn all the rest off and leave Sparty to Emerson on, and then when we go all the way up here, which is not where it's supposed to be, we can hopefully delete. Drag stop to move it. I'm going to right click that and the other one. There we go. Excellent. That doesn't need to be up there. Back round here again. You can see it's coming out, going up here, taking that new little shortcut that we added in and heading over to where it should go to no problem at all. Fantastic. That is going to work much better. Now, there's also another couple of little fixes that I wanted to do. One of them involves all these people that are waiting over here to come in. There's a heck of a lot over here. Not as many as there was before, but a lot. They're getting serviced by trains a lot quicker now that we've solved our problems. Let's check this side over here. Not too bad. What have we got on this one? Yeah, nothing on there, so that's good. But I wanted to put a station along here. But before we do that and spend all that money, I'll come back to that idea about the station in a moment. I wanted just to take a look at something in my budget. I mean, this is going up now, which is excellent because we were wasting so much money. We're going to our economy tab. So electricity, we've got extra. That's fine. Not going to worry about that. Sewage treatment, we're going to need to look at. Garbage processing, we're going to need to look at. Is education. Some people pointed out to me that I've got so much capacity for elementary school, high school, because what I tend to do is place them down for their area of effect to help people want to upgrade their residential living places. But if I drop the budget down to get this lower, then my university is going to drop too low because it's one slider for all. So I'll show you what I mean. We'll go down to say 79%. Give it a second. This will drop. There we go. That will drop a little bit. University wall. Now we haven't got enough university spaces. So, yeah, we need to, I think, add more university spaces in, and then we can overall drop the budget and save some money. So over here on No Problem At All by Alien Rock Park, we, of course, have our zoo that we built a few episodes ago. And on the other side of the road, we have just a very small, limited university campus that's also got some stones in here. And I'm just wondering, oh, man. Struggling for power. Okay. I'll tell you what that is. That is a distance thing. Oh, got distracted. Yeah, that is a distance thing coming down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to up that to 101% and just hope that that solves it. And then we can always build another power thing over here. Stop the brownouts. Are we okay? Everybody happy? Everybody happy. Okay, good. We'll keep that in mind. So yeah, we've got this little thing here. I want to just check that is the same university districts as everywhere else. What am I looking for here? Districts, university. Yeah, that is the same one throughout the whole of the city. If we sort of hover over here, we can see we've got a campus there. We've got a campus in Emerson Hills. We've got a campus in Myrtle Square. We've got our T in the middle here. And that then is joined to our main campus up here. So yeah, let's add a few spaces in here, and if we have a look at the overall screen here, if we get some more students in, we can definitely go up a level as well, which would just be fantastic. So we've got this little outdoor study area here. I think what would be nice if we could just sort of put some dormitories around this. I think that would be looking good. So let's get our brush size, brush strength. That's not too bad, and just sort of build out the platform that we've got on here. We can go back a little bit like that, which is probably just go a little bit more over there. Probably enough room. I'd like to move these rocks out. We'll put them in. We've got to sort out this collection of rocks at one point. It's just a complete mess, isn't it? Let us delete that power line there and just check out how the power is getting across here. I'm just wondering whether we could just run a line along here instead. If we go from there, I think that'll get our power across, and then we can just remove this one. Yeah, that'll be good. Excellent. And then around here, we could pop in some nice paths. There we go. That's looking okay. We can remove some of these trees because they're all going to be in the way anyway. And then we could add... So what option... I mean, we've got the dormitory adds a capacity for 300. We do have a couple of dormitories over here. We've got the liberal arts laboratories, which will add 350 places. And we've also got the auditorium as well, which would be fantastic. So if we could actually just make this more space over here, then we can add those items in and really beef up our university. So I think we're going to have to just sort of build this up like this, then we'll come back and we'll smooth it down again in a moment. So which is the largest one? Probably that one. Let's maybe pop that one there, and then this one can back up to the water here. And I quite like that. They're all looking down onto this nice little campus there. Excellent. Let's smooth all of this out over here. So back to our tool again. And what we're going to do is take that height, bring it out enough to give us something to work with. And then we'll take this one here, the smoothie tool, soften terrain, and just take that back. What I hate is when you get these like that, you know, that's the corner of that building that's been placed. So sometimes, yeah, it takes a little bit of work to get it looking natural and fitting in. I think that will be okay. This is still wide enough. The water's going up a little bit there. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Let's get our water pipes there in for these lovely people. That should cover them all. And then maybe a few trees around here. I'm just going to use our tree brush for now. And then we can always come back, add a few more bits of detail. I think we're going to end up expanding this again at some point anyway. So if I just throw these in here for now, and then, yeah, at some point they're going to be removed and replaced. Yeah, I think that's looking okay. It's a nice little campus. So let's just check out how that takes our figures here. Excellent. Look at that. So not long to go. Academic works 48 out of 8. So we certainly don't need to have any more academic staff on there. I think we're just going to leave it all as it is, and hopefully we will get up to the next level very, very soon. So let's just check out again then over here. So what have we got? Oh, yeah, still not a huge amount, is it? Do you know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to grab another one of these. So we're already getting rid of one of those trees. Let's pop that along there. So you've got 3 of those backing up against each other. Yep, that's fine. So 22,000. So what could we drop this down to? Yeah, 95%. I mean, that's... I think we could still have some room, you know. We could still have some room to do more. So how about... Let's turn that on over there. Where was our next campus? So our next campus is over here. Could we add anything into here? So we've basically only got here the Liberal Arts Gymnasium. We've got all of this space. Let's have a look at the education over here. Graduated. Everybody's graduated that needs to be. I'll tell you what it is we don't have that many people in the city that aren't graduated. Is there anywhere that's crying out? Aha! We have found an area that is crying out for university education. This is it. This is where we're going to do it. So we're going to attach a university zone to our main zone. Look at this piece of land here. This is just calling out for a nice little university campus. Ah, Biffa, I tell you what, sometimes your brain amazes me. So we need to attach it to... Where's the nearest one? Here it is, Sparta University. So that's going to come out. Let's take the small one. Come out of there. It's going to come across all the way over... I've lost where it is. Oh, here it is. We're almost there. And it's going to come up to here. And we're going to just draw this in. There we go, and now we can get rid of this. Excellent, there we go. So now we've got this nice little area we can attach to. Let's just have a look at the lie of the land. So we've got some power going through here, which I'm pretty sure we could just delete that connection now. Power connects up there. Yep, that's fine. Everybody's still happy. Everybody's still good. Yep, excellent. And then we've got this road over here. So I'm pretty sure... this is the road we're going to attach to, and I think maybe right in the middle down here. Oh, let's pick a nice road, a nice tree-lined road. Let's just take a look. I think that's going to end up coming down the middle here, maybe to there. And then what I feel like I want to do at the end is we get a nice little rural road, and we're going to go like that. In the middle, we're going to go... That is far too far, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, look at that. That was close. There we go. So we're going to go anarchy on all the way to the end. Yeah, that is far too far, but anyway. And then we're going to get our roundabout builder. Here we go. And what we're going to use? Let's use the one-way tree line road. Yeah. Yay, there we go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I think that other road that was under there has disappeared. There we go. We'll grab that one. We'll upgrade this one. Excellent. And it's like I come up to the end, enjoy the view, turn around, I go back again. I think that's good. I feel like I need to just remove a few little trees from around there, just to give us a bit of space. We're going to remove some from in here as well. And down, yeah, we're going to remove these because it's going to be a posh tree-lined road down here, which means we may remove these trees and put some other trees. We'll see, we'll see. There we go. I think that looks pretty neat here alongside the water. Very good. Oh, I think we're getting an autosave. Let's have a quick sip of tea. There we go. So now that should be helping all the people over here to fulfill their educationary needs. Let's take a look in here. Yeah, there we go. Look, a lot less red, a lot more blue. People are heading over here. Fantastic. So now we're up to 22,000. Wow, I tell you what, that doesn't add a huge amount, does it? Some of these ancillary buildings, but we're getting there. Just wanted to check the access. So I put a little path through here. We've got our main road connection up here, of course. Let's just give these guys some dedicated turning lanes. And you can give way through there. We'll do that there as well. We'll do that there as well. Thought I'd done most of those. That's fine. So walking from here isn't too bad. I mean, we could add, you know, these little paths here could connect over to there. Just another way of getting in. That's already connecting there. So yeah, lots of ways to walk and get over here. Lots of access available. And then buses in this area. What have we got? What have we got? Okay, so we've got two, bus line 45 and bus line 46. So bus line 45, I'm going to just slightly change that colour. There we go. Covers this area and then down to our transit operation down here. Then the other one goes up there. What I'd like to do is just grab one point along here and bring it into the school area. What's going to be the best way of doing that? Well, first of all, we need to be in our bus tab. If I grab that there, yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Because the road connection is over here. So if it goes along here and we want it to come up, where's the road? Into our university. There we go. And just stop somewhere down here. Anywhere will do, really. That works well, doesn't it? And do you know what? We could do that with the other one as well. Let's do that on the other side. So they won't get in each other's way. They just take a slight detour as they come up and down here. And that will give everybody access to this area. Fantastic. And darn it, at some point, I've turned off the notifications. We have got up to acclaimed, which is great. So for the last level, whichever that is, I can't remember. We've got plenty of academic works, plenty of attractiveness. It's just literally getting people in to be educated. So if we go back over here, eligible 15,000. And what do we need? 18,000. So do you know what? That is not too shabby. So if we only need 18,000, that is some good information. So we can drop this down until the capacity gets, capacity 13,000. Hang on, am I reading that wrong? Let me read that again. No, I read it wrong. Sorry, we need 1,800 students to hit that. Our capacity is 13. That's because I'm looking at the wrong flipping tab, aren't I? I need some more tea. What's going on in my brain? So we've got enough eligible. We've got plenty of capacity. So if I can get this down to that point there, I think we're just going to save ourselves a load of money. Let's put it on the university tab. And we're easily going to get the next level. That's probably going to be too low. Yeah, 85 I think is probably going to be the sweet spot. No, 88. We're going to get it. I feel like we're not far off. Let's just go for 90. So I barely dropped it down at all. But anyway, you can see how this works. Shame we don't have individual slider tabs for each of these. That would be really helpful. Oh dear, and of course it doesn't help if our amount of students drop below what is needed for the actual level that we're on. So I think this is just something we're going to have to keep running in the background. And as we expand our city more, we're going to get more students. But I still like this little build over here. That is looking nice. Right, so let us zoom out to the outside connections on our city and see what we can do about all the people queuing up here. Yeah, there we go. Look, as the game's been running, these are building up a little bit more. So what is happening with our trains here? People are getting in each other's way. No, I think they're doing okay. So what I've been wondering is whether adding a train station near here. So for those of you that haven't seen, we've got a internal connection to the outside, and then we've got an external connection going to the outside, so in and out like that. I'm wondering whether adding a train station along here is going to make these people here, instead of standing around so long waiting for a random train to appear and pick them up, they will actually walk over to the train station. So this is our passenger line over here. So it's going to mean making some alterations. Who's going to get through first? They're both going to go together. Okay. So maybe let's just move this highway. So I'm going to pause that. I'm going to grab this, double click nodes, and we're going to grab just that highway along there. Let's have a look how that's going. And then we'll grab, hold shift and grab those. Then it goes to the end. And then over here, we'll just grab those and just sort of move those up a touch like that. I tell you what, I'll move them up into a weird place first of all. We'll put our train station in and then we'll sort them out and move them back. So I'm just thinking of adding in, we can keep the game running, just a normal train station. It's going to need road access as well, isn't it? Oh, there's rocks in the... Oh dear, it's all going Pete Tong. So how big would that be? We'd probably need a little bit more room. So we just do that for now. That is not the road I want. Let's go for this one here. There we go. That's fine. And then we'll add this in. Excellent. Okay. That is not too shabby. And then what do we want to do here? We want to get this connected up like that. And then we want to get this connected up like that. Now, there's different things we could do. I know a lot of people will do like an internal, external sort of train connection like this. So what you could do is you could set this station up here to only ever have intercity trains and nothing else. Which I'm going to turn off on this one for what I'm doing. So then what you would do if you had that on, the intercity trains would come in, drop the people off, and then you'd have another train station where another train station next to it that would be set like this and would just bring people into the city. And that way you would stop any intercity trains heading into your train network. But what I'm going to try and do is get these people up to here. They're not liking this road coming in here, are they? Maybe we could just help this out a little bit. So let's run this road down here. Oh man, look at that rock. That rock just wants to get deleted, doesn't he? Let's get his little baby brother as well. And I'm just wondering if we just have this down here. I don't think they're actually going to walk onto here, you know. I don't think this is going to work at all. Let's just put a path down here. And see whether that just makes any difference at all. Let's add a little path under there. We'll just connect it to over there. So they're all jumping on this train over here. They're standing on the path. Okay. Well, let's just finish this off then. So then what we need them to do is, let me just think, is to get on here. Yeah. Oh, another autosave. Missed that one. Might as well have a sip of tea while I'm thinking. So we want intercity trains turned off and then want a stop that goes from here and just brings them into the city. Yes, that could come into there and go back again. Excellent. There we go. Let's just see how many trains that's going to add. None so far. One. What are we going to get? 3. Yeah. Okay. And then we just need to get power and water out to this. Oh man, this is going to be the world's longest. Oh my goodness me, look at that highway connection. Where's our nearest water pipe? I'm going to run this along the highway. As it's only a little test, I'm not going to worry too much about getting it under the roads where they belong, as we know. And then maybe over here, we'll just put a little bit of power in. Boink. Whoa, just the one please. Up there. And we'll bring that straight down into there. So that should be okay for power and water. Yep, there we go. Excellent. So, oh, look. We have people walking up here. So some of these are now deciding to come over here, park their car, and take the train. And what I also wanted to test was, I'm wondering whether I could just move this whole thing a bit closer. I mean, I did it there. Basically because of those rocks. I didn't want to delete them. Do you know what? I'm just going to do this again and just move it all a bit closer. Okay, it's closer than it was. It's now right here by the junction. People are starting to come along here and use it. I didn't extend the road this time. I just put a path up here. So hopefully as the trains start running in and out, people are going to use this. Now, the other thing that I wanted to do, which is going to start stressing our outside connections. If we look at our city information and our policies, here we go. Under city planning, it's called boost connections. Outside connection traffic capacity is increased by 20%. Applies to boats, planes, trains and private cars. Cost 10,000 a week. Well, we can afford that, even though our budget, even though our thing is at minus 56,000 at the moment. It goes up and down. I was going to put that on and see what difference that made to how many people come in. We had a sudden influx of people just walking in then. And whether our train station over here helps to alleviate some of that. So over here we know we're getting even more people coming. Bit of an experiment, this one. Where's the other connection? Here we go. I mean, here there's like hardly anybody waiting there. Nobody waiting there. And a ton of people waiting there, which is a little bit odd. But we're going to just test on this one here first. See how it goes. And the idea is as we get... Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. The idea is with that one... Let's go back into here. Boom, 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 boom. Boost connections. We get more vehicles carrying tourists, increasing the amount of visitors into the city. So more visitors equal more money. So yeah, do you know what I'm just thinking as well for this path here? If anybody here has got a bike in their backpack, we could just let them cycle up there. And if I did that along here as well, would they jump in their bike? They are. They're jumping in their bike. They're cycling up there. And then you got these people over here. So what are these ones doing? They're getting out of the train. So these must all be tourists then. So they're getting out of the train and then walking out of the city. Okay, interesting. There we go. So I thought I'd tidy the place up a bit here. Add a few trees, straighten the road out. And yeah, a lot of people are using this station now. So there's some coming in and some going out. Just interesting. Let's just pause this a minute here. Grab one of these people that are leaving. Jeremy Holmes. And just follow. It says using public transport leaving the city. Where is he going to go? So he's literally just going to walk off the map. Okay, that's fine. There he goes. He's gone. And oh, Jeremy Holmes. Confused. Why is oh, he's not confused. He's confused because he's left the map, but he's fine. So instead of coming down here and getting on a train and leaving this way, they've gone to here and then decided to walk out instead. Okay, so we're learning. So it seems like we can't force everybody coming in here to get on a train that's nearby. I mean, I don't know whether you probably could if you deleted like the train line, and I'm not going to get into all of that. I've even added this path to connect to the outside here to see if that would make any difference, but it just seems some are going to wait here for trains, and that is just the way it's going to be. Did we allow intercity trains on there? Do you know what? I'm going to put that on actually. I've just suddenly thought, could we have it so the intercity trains had to stop in here, picking these people up? We'll go over there. I don't think that's going to make any difference, but it's definitely well used. If we jump, or it's more used, I should say, than I thought it was going to be. I wouldn't say it's well used. Train 911, 77 passengers. There we go. So 82 waiting here. The next stop's over here. 38 waiting there. Now back to 86. Yeah. So interesting little experiment. Not the outcome I was looking for. I would definitely say our outside connection has been boosted. A lot more people coming and going, and our money is doing okay. Let's just quickly whiz over the mountains over here. You know what I mean? Yeah, and these ones aren't getting overloaded, so I think I'll leave them as they are. Right, a couple of other little fixes that I wanted to do. If we head into our city, when we were sorting out our train lines before, I think it was this one, where I mistakenly said this was a bypass station. It's not. There's 4 platforms here. But I tend to want the trains that aren't stopping. I've only used, if I remember correctly, the outside ones and tried to treat the inside like it was a bypass. But all the trains were going everywhere. And I tried, like this guy here, was he stopping? Was that an intercity train that came in there? No, it looked like it to me. But I tried to change the speed and went like this, held shift and said, no, it's not letting me do it. You hold control. Ah, there we go. And then it changes the speed of the individual lines. I made a mistake. So at the minute, this one here, all unlimited. So what we're going to do is slow down the outside ones. So they're only going to take those if they are, there we go, stopping here. And anybody else, so it's 120. Oh, it's averaged the 2 out. Everybody else will go through the middle. If that's averaged the 2 and it's 120, I'm going to actually do that. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully that will act in the way that I want it to work rather than the way that it was made to work. There we go. Excellent. That little bombardier. Use the middle section even though it wasn't stopping there. Fantastic. And I think, was there one other station that did that? So that comes up along here. This one here, but I think this one does it automatically anyway because it's got the bypass in the middle. Let's just check the speed. I don't think the speeds are going to be any different on that. Oh, I've done it already. Look, there we go. Excellent. All right, that's good. So while I'm letting this run to see how well this little setup works, I don't think it's going to get all of these people over there, but it's certainly helping with a few. I wanted to go along my train line because I did like a little time lapse in the last episode of following a train along and seeing what the line was like. And there was a few spots where there was some real lumpies and bumpies, as City Planner Plays would say. And there was a couple of spots as well, like this, where we've got like big things stuck in the middle of the... there we go, let's move that over there. Stuck in the middle of the track, and there was a couple of things like that, trees and different stuff. So I want to just go along and fix that. I'm doing the main track first. And I want to use this tool up here. So this one here, this one here. I think if we go from there to... How far along with that? Let me go. Yeah, I'll have to select that one. Then go along here. We can actually see, look, 0% all the way along. 0%. How far can we go? Aha, here we go. We've got a bit of a dip along here. So I'm going to right click and deselect all of those. We're going to go from there to there. Level that out. Yeah, that is much, much better. Oh, look, that's why it was, it was leveled out. Darn it! Because of this underneath. Do you know what I might just do here? Let's use the Move It mod. I'm going to move that to the middle. And we're going to make the road go up and down instead as a little lump over the top. Maybe not quite as much as that. Let's just move it back a spot. How does that go? Let's come in under here. Ooh, I mean, maybe just a teeny tiny bit more. I mean, we could have just left it how it was, but I think that's good. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then we'll continue along here. And we'll do the same thing. And we'll just use this tool to test how lumpy and bumpy everything is. And then every time we find somewhere... Now, that one here, look. We can see that one goes down deliberately because of that bridge. I'm not going to adjust that one. Every time we find something we really need to fix, then we'll do that. And we've got all the way out to the other side. I think that's okay. Let's follow this one here. I think this one's going to go up and down anyway. Oh, it's actually not too bad, is it? So it's the road that dips down on this one, which is good. We've got a plus 6.6 there, which is quite high. If we take that from there to there, yeah, it suddenly jumps right up over here. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do, actually. I'm going to use the Move It mod. We are going to take that, that, and that and drop those down instead because we've got these rocks here. And then hopefully, let's do that again from there to there. That is much, much better. Let's try it from there to there. Yeah, that's okay. We'll go with that. Yeah, a couple of other spots here and there that are just ever so slightly out. And there we go. That will flatten it out nicely. Then that comes back around here again. Pretty sure this is all okay. This is all along by our industry. That looks all right to me. Excellent. I think that is our train line sorted out as regards to lumpy and bumpies. Excellent. And then just as I say that, I find some more. There we go. Oh, that is still quite steep, but I think that is just because it's coming in and out of a tunnel there. So I think that'll be okay. We'll just go with that. So taking a look back at our external line here, 205 passengers. That is fantastic. So that is getting used quite a lot. I'm really pleased with that. So yeah, maybe we'll leave that there. Maybe we'll add one to the other side, but certainly the amount of tourists that we've got has been increasing. We have been making more money, which is good overall, but I just think we need to expand. We need to expand a lot. Where do you think we should expand to next? Let's put the map this way round. So I'm going to get you lovely people to vote. So shall we continue down no problem at all up here on the right? That is going to be area number 1. Shall we build over here near our Birdsong Transit Hub, our Hickory District? That is going to be area number 2. Or how about heading into one of the island chains that we've got down here? We've got that on the left, or this island down here. So let's say this is number 3, this section at the top, and this new island is section number 4. We are about to send the first Yorkshire tea drinkers off to Mars. Let's get this rocket launched. Hello everybody, welcome back to the next episode of Cities Skylines with me, Biffa, here in the city of New Tealand. Today we are going to launch a rocket into space. Yes, that's right. I've picked out an area that is ripe for building of our space centre and also all the ancillary buildings that need to go along with that as well. Let us just zoom out a bit so you know where we are. Here we are, just along from Alien Rock Park. And this piece of land over here we are going to use because I thought, you know, let's just have a close look. This piece of land here is perfect. Also coming over here. I think this is where the rocket launch is going to go. It's far enough away from anything else that it isn't going to cause any issues. But also people over here can see it. If they want to come and watch it, they can watch from the other side of the bridge over here. We're going to have this as sort of a barrier, a line where people perhaps can't come past, or maybe the end of the bridge here. But if they're over here enjoying the Ferris wheel, the other delights that we have here, they can watch it take off, and you can see it from even all the way over here in the rest of our city as well. Unless you happen to live behind the mountain, then of course you'd have to wait until it actually takes off. But yeah, you get the idea anyway. So that is what we're going to do today. Thank you for all voting on which area we should build in next. I'm pretty sure no problem at all was in the lead, but I'm going to count those votes up and that will be for our next episode. Okay, so let's take a look at this piece of land and see what we need to do. So the idea is that we're going to put the Space Launch Center, whatever the thing is called, over here. Can I just type in space? That'll actually be our space shuttle launch site. This is the one we want here, Chirp X launch site. Okay, if I put Anarchy on, where's it going to let me place this thing? So if I do that, and then use the move it mod, it's not going to mess everything else up, is it? No, okay. So we can now fit this in where we wanted it. And I wanted it sort of up along here, alongside the highway, but set far enough back that we'd only have to do a little bit of jiggery pokery with the land. I reckon there. Then if we set that the same height as that, how's that going to fit in? That is actually quite high, isn't it? So let's do that again. Let's set that the same height as this. Yeah, there we go. That is the level of height that we want. Let's keep the game paused, because then what I'm going to do is smooth this land out here. Just a little bit like that. There we go. So that is what we're working with. I'm also going to remove a lot of these trees from around here, because if we're having a launch site, I would imagine that you're not going to need so many trees nearby. We might replant a few of those at a later date. I mean, there is trees built into this anyway, but yeah, there we go. And then our road access is going to be over the back here. I think we just still need a little bit more land. Oh man, I think we're going to have a flood. Let's just get this flood over and done with. Okay, I think we're okay. So this is where the road comes in over here. Let's just save this rock for a later date. We'll pop that over there. Let's place some roadways down here. So this is where all the deliveries come in. Whoops, all the deliveries come in here as well, but also where all the people that are working come in. So I'm just thinking perhaps if we just go for a standard, that's no parking, just go for a standard road. and just get that as close as possible. And then I'm going to bring another one down the side here. Let's turn off anarchy. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. Ooh, need to do a little something there. Let's bring that up to that. Is this... Oh, this looks a bit suspicious. Is it another alien rock? Nah, not really. There we go. We'll stick it back in there, and we'll just move that down to the end. Excellent. There we go. We'll just bring that up to there like that. We'll get rid of this. And then this over here, I think, is actually going to join into there. What have we got going on? Yeah, we've got like a asymmetrical road at the end. That's fine. Let's, in fact, do it this way. Get that to line up and go into there. Excellent. So this will be the way in and out. I'm just going to add, while we think of it, a little asymmetrical road on the end there. And... there, wouldn't let me do it for a second. There we go. Excellent for everybody coming in and out. That'll be good. So, what are we going to need around here? I feel like this needs to be leveled out a bit. There we go. So, we're going to need service buildings. So, if you've not used these before, they bring in, not, I was going to say goods, but it's not goods. It's just industry type stuff. So, if we've got like ore industry or oil industry, they bring in a selection of those things over to here. And I'm thinking something that could help us with that is this train station we've got here, this train line. So a while ago when we were sorting out our train lines, we came all the way along this one here that wasn't being used, and we doubled it up, didn't we? All the way down here, just in case at some point in the future we needed to bring goods and things in. So I'm going to use this line here that's the nearest. And I'm just wondering whether we could swing it off here and have this as a train station. Whether this stays as this sort of junction here, it's probably going to be okay. Let's straighten this road out first. There we go, like that. And then we're going to draw off of this one. I think if we just bring that straight down, and then we'll just see how things line up. And then we'll grab our cargo train terminal. So if we pop that up to there, yep, that's fine. Is that enough room to swing into there? So I'm wondering whether that perhaps needs to come off a little bit sooner. Let's just see what we can do. Yeah, so that comes off over the top there. It's not quite enough room. If I hold control as I just shift these just a tiny bit. Yeah, it doesn't like it, does it? Oh, there we go. I think we're going to get it. If we just do that... Oh, it's jumping around all over the place. I think with a bit of finagling, we should be able to get this all to show up properly. Yep, I came, I saw, I finagled, and we've managed to get this all showing up properly. We could just fill in this little bit of space down here with a bit of this and a bit of that. Oh, much less of that. There we go. Maybe even this down here as well. Just up to there. There we go. Excellent. So that can come off the top, and then that can come down here and join this, and then we'll do the height in a moment. So let's just see how this goes. So if that goes down to there, yeah, that's okay. And then we use our tool here with our slope mode, and I'm going to grab the slope from here and bring it down to here and see if we can sort of level that out a bit. That is not too bad. I'm wondering whether we should just upgrade that piece to be like this. Yeah, it's almost like we don't need that bridge along there, but I think that'll be okay. We'll do it like that, and that slopes in nicely. Let's just do that slope once more. Yeah, we just need to lift that up ever so slightly just to get... Oh, actually, no. I'll tell you what we'll do is we'll drop this down. There we go, to get over the top. That's fine, excellent. And we can just line this up. Perfect, that sweeps into there. Cool, excellent. So now we can bring our goods and things into here. They're all complaining about water. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's maybe just smooth out some of this land here. So what I'm doing is I'm just sort of pushing the wall all the way back, or I'm pushing the land all the way back so it's flat, and we almost get this sort of artificial wall that's going to be along there, and all the rest of this will keep at that same height. Let's get some water in here, so maybe this thing will actually start working. And I'm saying that, there's already vehicles coming in, look, wanting to drop off goods and things. So I'm hoping that as time goes on, that they will start using the train station that's here once this gets hooked up. So now we're thinking about power in this area. We want to sort of make them self-sufficient. Now we've got some choices. We've got the advanced wind turbine, which out here are going to get 20 megawatts quite easily off the coast. But I wouldn't want them too close to the launch site down here. So I'm thinking, could we... What about wind? Is there any good wind sites on here? No, not really. Okay, so I think maybe we will go just along here. And just place some along the coast for 5. And then just see if we can bring the power in that way. Now, we are going to have other buildings and things here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that power up to here and cross it over. And then we'll get to here. So let's have a look at this. Now that it's hooked up. So, rocket construction, launch preparation, that one was cancelled. So, what is going on? I think we need to get the power before it's going to show. Okay, let's just get the power hooked up. Boink, there we go. And then we'll get the details that we need. Okay, there we go. It's reset it all. So, if you just hover over here, it should give us some information. No, it doesn't. I've misremembered that. I thought it would. Let's change this to a shade of red for when that rocket gets launched. Fantastic, to match our channel. And this is going to be Sip of Tea 1. There we go. Excellent. So that'll be the next launch. So here we go. Look, you can see they're bringing the goods in. So if we have a look at some of these trucks and see what they're doing. So that's come from the cargo train terminal. Fantastic. Cargo train terminal. And they're all coming around here. Cool, excellent. Well, around here, let's build up this area a little bit. So I'm thinking we need a few more offices and things in here. Let's have a look. Let's use our green road. And I'm going to come off the side there like that. There we go. I'm deliberately going for something that's not shaped the same as everything else, and then I'm going to grab all of these nodes and we're going to set all those the same height as that building. There we go. I'll actually click it. Excellent, that's good. We're going to need some car parks in here. What have we got? I mean, a lot of people would work here. What other options have we got for a big parking lot? Medium parking garage. Yeah, let's go for this one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete that road there, and we're going to have that backing onto this area over here. So you come in at the back or the sides, there we go, and get lots of parking. I'm thinking some offices here would be nice. I'm going to go for these little spots here as offices. We do need some commercial as well, so maybe just some sort of low density commercial and then the rest of these offices. So I'd like to see that get filled up, and we'll see what appears in there. This road needs to be the same height as that. There we go. Excellent. And then what I would like... Oh, you need some power. Okay, let's just hook you up. Even though I was going to leave it until we got some other buildings in here and the power could leap across to where it needed to be. I'm being too slow. There we go. Excellent. So then in here, I would like to try and get some industrial looking buildings that really add to the look of this area, because even though they're just bringing items in and just dumping them in there, you would expect some sort of infrastructure around a place like this. So these roads down here, if we grab our industry road and perhaps put a little something together, I'm thinking maybe like that. Maybe we'll come up to the end there, give us something to work against. And then what sort of industry buildings could we put in here that would look quite good? Let's just plop a few things down and see what we come up with. These will look good because these could look like they're storing, say, fuel or something like that. I think that will fit in there, will it? Oh, is that a little bit too big? Let's put that one down and see. Well, that overlaps a little bit. We can move this up, can't we? Let's turn anarchy off and then we can put it in exactly the right spot. Yeah, that could look like it's got fuel being stored in there. Excellent. Okay, I think that is looking good. What could we actually put in here? Do you know what? I'm going to put some commercial zone goods in here, but we'll keep that on... Let's keep it on empty. I don't think that's going to make any difference or anything. Oh, we need to hook these up, don't we? Oh, excellent. Thank you very much. So that is going to hook into there. That is going to hook into there. Yeah, I think that's looking good. I wonder if we could just build up this little bit over here. A little bit more. Got no room to get a road round there, have we? What about up here? Oh, there we go. I think that's looking good. I'm liking that. Just as a little bit of infrastructure for what is going on over here. How's our offices and stuff going? Oh, people are moving in. Cool. Not so many offices yet, but I'm assuming we will get to those. Right, cool. Excellent. So this is all working. Let's just check on here. Yep, we got no trains due at the moment. Okay, well, fine. I'm sure some more will come in as soon as we start filling these in. Let's have a look. So what sort of things might you need over here? Let's maybe put some of these in here. I'm going to put them at empty, but yeah, why not? Okay, excellent. It's getting busier and busier. That is what we want to see. So over here, I'd like to make a slight change to this area. So if there's a rocket launch going on, then we don't want people getting too close to this area. Now, I know this isn't going to work really in the game, but sort of using our imagination, I would like to put the ability here to be able to stop people coming into this area. So we are going to remove those. And we are going to add some toll roads down here, which are under one of these. There we go, just the one I skipped. So two-way toll booth, one-way toll booth. I'm pretty sure that's the one I want. Is that like the smallest we can get? I mean, we could do it that way and have both roads connect into that. Then you've got 2 lanes each direction. I think that is probably the one that we're going to do. So let's just grab the Move It mod and see what we can do here. So we're going to have to remove some more of these roads. That's going to come over there. We want that the same height, so Control H the same height as that. There we go. And then it's going to come down to a little bit of finagling to get this to line up correctly. Let me finagle. Okay, trying to work out why it's added a great big bump into there when we don't need it. So let me just turn whichever one is facing the wrong way, which is this one. There we go. That is really weird. Okay, let's see what we can do. If we use our node controller. Oh, there really is not much room there, is there? We straighten those out. No. How about we do something with this? No. Oh, hang on. I think this whole thing just needs to move, doesn't it? Oh, there we go. Look. Starting to look a bit more like it should. I just think this needs to go a bit lower. It's like it's placed it too high. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. And then I really want these ones to be the ones with the barriers. So let's grab that and upgrade that and that. Ah, there we go. Excellent. That is not the right one. It is this one. Excellent. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, so... Oh, I tell you what it is. It's because that's a bridge part, isn't it? That's why. Yeah, we'll put the barriers in. That gives you an idea of what you're coming up to here. And in fact, I'm also going to put in a fence to really give that feeling that this is all closed off. You're entering an area where there's no messing around. Yeah, we'll come back to that end in a moment. Okay, so then we're going to grab our lanes. And we want that, everybody going straight on, no messing around. Excellent. Then we're going to grab our intersection marking tool and do a little bit of something here. There we go. Yep, I think that'll be fine. And then over here, we just need to get this all connected up. So obviously the road is going to deviate a little bit from what we had before, which is fine. We can live with that. There. Whoa, what is that truck? Hey, what is he doing over there? That was nuts. What I'm going to do is upgrade these. Just a couple of segments down there. Can I bring that one in a little bit closer? There we go. So again, it closes it all in. And then we're just going to add a fence. Coming into there. And we're going to add a fence coming into there. Excellent. This is going to need some water and power. Where's our nearest water line? Down here. Right, we're going to put a nice big hefty charge on that to help us make a little bit of money. Look at our population, 91,000. That is absolutely fantastic. Let's just take a look at this area. They're going quite slow through there. They're having to stop. There is a policy, of course. We can change that, but I think we'll leave it like that for now, and we'll see how it goes. For some reason, that's going around there, and we did set this to go straight on, but then I upgraded the rows, so it changed it. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so let's do a little bit of building up over here by our train line. I really like these oil industry storage buildings. I think these just give... I like that sort of a warehousey sort of look. I think that looks fantastic. I'm going to put these all onto empty as well. So we'll get some in here if everything else that's nearer gets used up. But as it stands at the moment, that should be fine. What about something down the end here? I think just... What's this here? Crude oil storage. I don't think that's actually going to go against that road there, is it? If I move this over, let's put that on. There we go. Just slide that up. A tiny bit, and I'm actually going to change this piece of road at the end. It looks like that should be an asymmetric road coming out of that area. There we go. So you can go straight on, or you can... Oh, that's actually one way in, isn't it? Oh, you can go straight on, two lanes. Yep, that's fine, like that. And then next to this, we are going to pop a little one of those. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. We'll just put that on empty and we'll pop that. The reason I'm picking commercial zone goods for a few of these is I know this area is going to get built up more as time goes on. So having a nice store of commercial zone goods, always very handy. So I'm thinking again, we could just do with upgrading some of the roads around here. This is the one-way one, isn't it? One-way highway with sound barriers. Yeah, oh, hang on. No, that's a national road there, isn't it? So that would be this one. Let's just do a piece of this if I can. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, so this would, you know, I'm just thinking if that rocket took off, a lot of exhaust coming out, it just adds as some sort of protection for the road. I destroyed something there, didn't I? Let's not talk about it. Let's move these rocks over here. There we go. And how's this junction holding up? Not too shabby. Do you know what? I was going to change this and add... What have we got? There's no traffic lights or anything here, but everybody's behaving... Donut van. Everybody's behaving so well that I think we might just leave that. And also I've noticed when people come out... Oh, look, they're filling this up. Really? I've got it on empty. And there's so many commercial zones, they're still going to come. But yeah, look, everybody's coming out of here. Automatically turning up there to turn around and come back. Which I've never seen that before. They normally would come out and just cut straight across the road, and there's no barrier down the middle of the road. They're just really good, well-behaved citizens, which is exactly what I want to see. I'm still going to add a little roundabout on the end just to help them on their way. Not that big. Whoa, whoa, that big. There we go. Excellent. And I'll just do this. No. That needs to be one lane only, doesn't it? So let's just adjust that. Hey, there we go. So they can now turn around. Let's just see what that does. Oh, let's try that again. That one, that one, that one. There we go. Yay! Hey, he's lost the back of his truck. Oh, okay, it's this that's they're clogging it up now because of this. Oh, there has to be somebody, doesn't there? Has to be somebody. I don't think doing Control S on there, no, it won't even let me do it. If I did that, is that going to make them, when they come out, go that way? I don't think it will. Let's just watch it for a sec. No, still going to cut across there. Alright, well, how about we put a road in with some sort of barrier down the middle, but it's going to have to be a oh, look, see, now all this is filling up. We're getting traffic. It would have to be like a very big road, wouldn't it? Like one of these. This one. Or one of these, of course. Oh, or one of these with trees down the middle. What am I talking about? Do I have one with trees down the middle that's small? Probably not. Darn it. Okay, we'll use this one. Oh dear, I seem to have broken this train. Yep, there we go, it's fine. I think that's better. Yeah, that definitely suits it better. So we'll just upgrade this again to what I had it on before. Excellent, excellent. And now nobody will cross the road because they can't. They have to go in and come out the way that they were doing before. Cool, excellent. And then this little bit down here. I'll tell you what I'll do with that is I'm going to grab this, straighten the edges, which are fine, and just make that a bit bigger. Yeah, maybe just tidy this up a tiny bit. Do you know what? I don't think I'm going to bother. I'm just going to leave it like it is. They're fine. They're okay. All I'm going to do is stop them crossing over the lanes there and go like that. Yep, that's fine. Right, so as we don't have anybody living anywhere near here at the moment, we're getting problems with our commercial and our offices building. You know, nobody wants to live right here next to a rocket taking off. So I'm just wondering whether we could just run a bus line from over here somewhere. So where would be a good spot? So we've got our metro that comes over to here. We've got our... Oh, actually, look, we've got this one here that goes round there. Oh, let's just drag that one in. Yeah, why not? Because let's bring that round to there. Can that sort of go around in a circle? Let's put it this side. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Excellent. That's good. Let's put it up. Let's put it there. There we go. So that can bring people over here as well. Excellent. From this area. And that was a nice route that went... Where did that go? It went down the highway anyway. Went to these entertainment type places. And came from over here. Yeah, so that's fine. Maybe that'll just bring some more people over. Excellent. How are we going? Ooh, almost halfway through all the items that we need to get this thing going. And obviously we're getting lots of techie tea delivered. Oh, I've said it again every time. What is wrong? Lots of a Yorkshire tea being delivered for our rocket to... Where are we going to go to? Did I say Mars at the beginning or the moon? Let's aim for Mars. Why not? No one's been there recently, have they? That's where we're going to be heading to. Okay, so it's another day, and I'm feeling like we need some sort of gated access to this area here. So we're going to do a little bit of changing with this. Let's remove this fence. Where is it? There it is, along here. Can I fit this in? Snapped onto there. Yes, I can. So let's make a little bit more room for ourselves and get that lined up. That is probably as straight as it's going to go. Yeah, excellent. And then this road here... Just need to maneuver this around a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that one and bring that out a bit. We're going to bring this one out a bit. And then we're... Nope, I don't want that. I want... Nope, don't want that. I want this one. Let me have it. Thank you very much. And then we're going to connect that into there. Like so. So we could probably just do with making that an asymmetrical road, I believe. all the way along here because we've got 2 lanes coming out. So I want those going into 2 lanes. So we do that one as well into 2 lanes. That will nicely lead up into there. The 1 lane coming down can spread out into 2 lanes. That is no problem at all. Let's then redo our power line. There we go. Excellent. Then we just need to redo our fences as well. Yeah, there we go. I think that's okay. We're going to pop the price up on there as well. Excellent. And I'm just wondering, actually, whether we just need to run a little bit of fence down the other side. I just feel like this needs to be closed off as well. There we go. I think that's okay. So we'll drive down here, get round the corner. Oh, there's all trees in the road. We'll sort those out. Go through here. And this is now a closed, protected area. Excellent. And then if they need to stop people coming into the whole area, they would shut down, in inverted commas, this little toll road here. And that will protect anybody from coming in when there's a rocket about to go off. Excellent. Let's just get some of these trees out of the road. If I put the Move It mod on, I'll tell you what it is. Oh, that's done. Oh, okay. Let's do the Move It mod anyway. It'll go up and down. No, it's one of these big trees, isn't it? There we go. Excellent. All sorted. Now, one more thing I'd like to add to this area. And as we're going through, if there's anything you think of would be good to add to this area, let me know. I can always come back later and add some more things. But this does actually have a visitor capacity. And it's so far away at the moment, even those buses are not bringing people in. But we do have another thing that we can attach. We have our metro. So I'm just wondering whether we could just put a metro in here. And I'm thinking if we popped that. See, I'm thinking having it the other side of the gate so they have to walk through and all of that sort of stuff. But I think, to be honest, let's just pop that over here. We'll have like a visitors area over here. By the offices, they can come in. If they're driving, they're parking their car. If not, they're using this. Let's go into tunnel mode and connect these up. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is bring this line all the way along here. There we go. And then we'll just add in stop that side and stop that side. Oh, let's try this side again. Yep, there we go. Excellent. Now, where does that yellow line go? We'll just follow that. That goes all the way along here, down, no problem at all. Stops over at our bus hub over here. I think this is the really, really long one. Stops here. It goes all the way back. Oh, it does. It's huge, this line. It's huge. It goes all the way here. It goes, oh my goodness me, all the way up to over here. Excellent. Well, there you go. If you want to get all the way down to here, you can do it. Wow, right from Tarantula Terminal, or whatever we ended up calling that. That is fantastic. So it'll be interesting to see. Let's jump into here. That's this one. T-Box to Maple. Well, it's not to Maple anymore. It's to whatever we're going to call this, which you're going to let me know, aren't you? Some fantastic names in the comments. Let's just see how this one is doing. Not too bad, actually. Probably could do. Let's put 16 on there. And I'm assuming... No, previous stop. Darn it. I wanted to find where our stop was on the list. Let's try that again. Oh, that's the one. There we go. We're right there. So we've got 3 passengers waiting. So hopefully that's going to bring some more people in. We'll have to see. Oh, just suddenly had a pop-up. Once again, we've hit prestigious in our academic year report. Unlocked a few things that we've not had before. Fantastic. So we've had a real boost in students. We had a load of people move back in. That is just brilliant. So I'm just wondering if we could step away from that for a moment or two and dive over to our university, because we have an extra building that we haven't used before. It's this one here, which is it this one? School of Economics. So what does that do? Help the local office zones increase revenue without upsetting the city's populace. Faculty increases campus attractiveness and requires a liberal arts campus area. Nice. So more revenue would be good. Money is a problem as our city is growing. How big is that? That is a reasonable size to try and fit in there. Okay, let us try and find another campus where we're going to be able to fit that in. Okay, so we hover over there. We've got this one here. Oh, this one actually could be the one because we've got all this space over here. I mean, traffic is a bit of an issue in this area, but I'm just wondering if we could run it off of like this road here and bring it down. Let's maybe just pause that for a moment. If we grab this road, we bring that one in straight, say over here somewhere. Yeah, that'll do. And then we'll grab... Oh, we need to make our campus area larger. So let's not make it so large. Let's take in all of this. We might add some of the other new items as well. We've got the... Oh, they're so big. Oh, they're so big. Will it go the other way round? Okay, let's go this way. Maybe let's just use a campus path. This one. So if I bring that along there like that, is it going to fit this way? No, that is the right thing, isn't it? School of Economics. Darn it. Could we do some road adjustment here to get that in? I bet if we anarchied this in, if I do anarchy and get that right up there. I mean, that is a fantastic building to have along there. It would mean adjusting this road. Could we do a little bit of this? I don't think that's too bad, actually. And then what I'm thinking I might do is just upgrade this road to... It's this one, isn't it? Just to... Yeah, there we go. No, it's not that one. This one. Yeah, there we go. Will that get rid of all the trees as well? Nope, for some reason not. I'm going to bring that all the way down to there. And then we're going... Why is there so many trees? We don't have that on. I have... Oh, I know what it is. Prop and tree anarchy. Hooray! There we go. I put that on ages ago. Completely forgot all about it. Yeah, that's okay. That is just about fitting along there. Then it's just these couple of items here we need to move. And just this little connection here. Which, actually, now I'm looking at it, doesn't need to be that sort of road all the way to the end. So let's go like that. Yeah, that'll be fine. Excellent. So that's added that into this area. We still need our path connection, which we've got. Let us just bring that nice and close like that. And then I want to put a crossing in here. So what's the best way of doing that? Get our node controller, pop that in. There we go. Automatically put a crossing in. Excellent. I'd like to get a path down here to connect these two together. Just looking which is the best way to do that. Let's just use our path that we've used before, this one. I'm going to bring that alongside there. Yeah, I think that's okay. Get those connected up. Oh, there we go. I think that looks really, really nice. And that's going to give an extra boost to the university capacity over in this area as well. We know we've got all this access over here to that side where there's a nice warm environment, and I've just popped a couple of the other new buildings down here as well with a fence just to protect that. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Looking good, looking good. Right, let's head on back over to our rocket to see how close we are to liftoff. Oh, here we go. Construction is complete. We are now seeing rocket preparation. One small sip for man, one giant slurp for mankind. Yes, we are about to send the first Yorkshire tea drinkers off to Mars. Let's get this rocket launched. It's ready. Here we go. And it is off! And there it goes. Bon voyage, my fellow tea drinkers. What will happen to our intrepid tea drinkers? What will they find on Mars? Will they run out of tea? Hello everybody, welcome back to the next episode of Cities Skylines with me, Biffa. Here we are in New Tealand after our epic and very successful space launch, rocket launch to Mars in the last episode. We are back and I have got a huge list of viewer suggestions and changes and fixes that we are going to put into place in the city, and we are going to expand as well. We need more people, so that is what we're going to be working on today. So if we just zoom out a bit from this little view that we've got over here, and we're going to fly all the way over to our island over here where we have our rocket launch site. And the first suggestion we have is a new name for this launch site. And there was all sorts of clever names that were suggested, tea puns, all sorts of things. But the name that I picked, because it really spoke to me, this one, from Jason Peters, was the James T. Kirk Space Center. If you don't know, James T. Kirk from Star Trek. I absolutely love Star Trek. So we are going to name, let's have it as the NCC 1701 USS Enterprise. There we go. Excellent. So that's going to be the next rocket that's headed out to Mars with a new supply of Yorkshire tea bags. Excellent. Very cool. So that was one suggestion. Another suggestion we had, I've got a little list here, so I'm going to have to tick these off as we go. Thank you, Jason, and everybody else for all of your name suggestions. That was great. Someone said the intelligence agency is a pretty good building for sort of like a mission control. I mean, we've got this building here which houses the rocket. But before we get to that, another suggestion was using these prison roads. And we've got prison fences, which is from the Interactive Prisons pack. This is just on the Steam Workshop. And we've also got these prison watch towers, which are brilliant. So let's have a look over here. We are going to be expanding into this area down here, which reminds me, actually, let us pop a zone in here. I keep saying zone. Do you know what I mean? A district in here. We are going to have some people living in here. Now, you do have to use your imagination when you're playing City Skylines, because the distances of things tend to be a little bit truncated. So would you really have people living this close to a launch site, just over the road, just over the rail? No, you wouldn't. You probably wouldn't have anybody within this sort of distance, I don't know, or more of a launch site. But we can't do that in this game. So we have to use our imagination. We're going to pretend that this is a perfectly legitimate distance. And the people are going to live along here in a community that service, that work over here, are nice and nearby to the rocket launch site. So they are going to be using this junction here, and it is a working junction, even though these only go in one direction. Or is it? Yes, because we've got this connection over here as well. So it looks like if they're coming up here, they could go that way onto there. Okay, well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. As we're going along and doing this, we are going to fix up some of these roads with some asymmetrical roads. I think it's this one here is the equivalent for that. No, is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? No. Okay. Well, this is the one with parking spaces. I want the one with no parking spaces, that one there. So we want to give them an option to turn up there. And I'm going to do that on here as well. And then that can go up there. That joins the highway that way. When they come down from this direction, they come down to here, and we've got this, which is fine. And that can go left and right. So we're going to change that one. There we go. And we'll give those dedicated turning lanes. Excellent. And I'm also going to do this one here. There we go. And I'm also going to give those dedicated turning lanes coming in. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And then I want this one here to also have dedicated turning lanes. So I'm going to use this mod. I'm going to add in another node about halfway down. And we're going to just upgrade that end. There we go. Dedicated turning lanes for everybody. And if they need to go the other way, they can come down here and go there. Or they can come down here, use this weird and wacky junction, and head up onto the highway. They can go right, or they can go straight on and go left. Yeah, excellent. Okay. A few comments about this little junction here. So if you were coming up from this direction, you've got this sweeping right turn. You don't need this right turn here. And also the same coming from over here. You've got this sweeping right turn. You don't need this right turn here. That is true. I suppose what I could do, let me just get this in my mind. So if I made that straight on instead, and I could make that just a dedicated left, and that would actually work, wouldn't it? And still keep the lane maths. Ah, very good. I replied to your comment incorrectly. I said it wouldn't work and it'd mess up the lane maths if I made both of these straight on, but we don't need to do that, do we? We can do that. That works much, much better. And then these don't have the sweeping turn, so we'll just do that. Yeah, okay. I think I'm happy with that. Right, cool. So that is the reason I'm going to change that, and we're going to have people live in here. And then that was right. My thought process was leading somewhere. So we had this here on the highway. If you're coming down here, we again used our imagination. We set the toll road up as somewhere they could shut off if there's going to be a launch, so it protects this area. And then you come down here, and then you drive into this road. So if you want to get over here, you have to come down here and then turn left and come underneath, just because of the way this is set up, which is fine. I don't mind that. But that means you need a bit of protection here, because you can drive straight in to this area. So this is where I think we're going to just make a little bit of use of some of these items we've got. So this prison wire fence, will this actually just go alongside? If I turn off all my snap twos and things, it seems like it wants to. Let's just pop that down. I mean, that is a pretty big fence, isn't it? But I reckon with the Move It mod, we could sort of pop that along here like this. And then what I was thinking is having that like right here. Yeah, do you know where I'm going to put it? I'm going to move that down. I'm going to pop it here. So we're going to have that there, and maybe one the other side as well. And this is going to add as our way. Yeah, I like this. I like this. So we're going to copy that. Copy. You're going to let me do it? And then place that here. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. Then we can just do a little bit of jiggery pokery with the Move It mod. Get that lined up there. We'll worry about the power in a minute. Yeah, there we go. So that sort of gives the idea. And this you can do quite easily. It's just available on the workshop. And then I'm just wondering whether we just need to continue that fence down. That would be a good idea, I think. Yeah, there we go. I mean, it is a big old tall fence, isn't it? You're in no doubt that you're coming into somewhere that is protected. And I've just sort of run it all along the rail line up there. And I've run it all the way around here as well. Yeah, I'm liking that. So that's that added into there. Also, as well as the fences, we have this road here, Prison Road with fence. So let's just take maybe a section over here. So this is all sort of open to the water. If we just upgrade a piece of this. So we've got the fence that's built into the actual space center, but then we've got this extra fence that's added here. And I'm just wondering whether we could just run that along here, whether that looks like it's too much or whether it's gonna work or people stop moving there. It got me worried for a moment. If we just do that, yeah, that's not going to work around there, is it? I like it if it didn't have that double sort of thing over there. Do you know what? I think I will replace those as they were, and we might just put some normal fence along here. I think that would work a lot better. Yeah, there we go. I think that looks a lot better. We've got this fence all the way along here, along the waterfront, and I've just continued that up around the side here, around the park area that we've got. I mean, it makes it look like a prison camp, but we've got to protect our space launch site. So definitely, there we go. So the last thing I want to do in here is just get the power over here. We are going to use the earthquake sensor. As we know, that likes to leap power across places that have never leaped before. There we go. That's fine. That looks perfect in there, doesn't it? Cool beans. Excellent. Right. on to our next suggestion. It was also mentioned, and quite rightly so, that we've got no services over here at all. And you would imagine with a space center, with rockets, all sorts of stuff going on, that services would certainly be needed. I'm just looking around maybe for the best place to put them. Maybe, I mean, try and want to get these as close as possible. If we go for the big fire station. Oh, look at that autosave. Let's have a quick sip of tea. Over the big fire station, that is going to be harder to fit in. I think I'm just going to delete these containers that we had here, and that should fit perfectly on the side there. Very good. So we've got fire protection. We should be able to just squeeze in. Let's jump into, yeah, police we've got covered. Just a little oh, this is ambulance. Just a small one of these. I don't really want to go for a huge, big hospital. Aha! I've just extended that road, and we can pop a hospital in there. Fantastic. Or a mini medical centre, I should say. And then also worth popping in as well, on our emergency services, under the disaster services tab, we also have our small emergency shelter, say it correctly, and large emergency shelter, which would be great in here as something that these people have to dive into every time there's a launch. Can't attach it to there. I think that's going to go through the fence and just look weird. It is. Oh, that's a shame. Because actually right close to that would have been good. How about somewhere else then? There we go. I think that's fine on the side. We can sort of imagine that they come and shelter in here and they get a really good close-eyed view of this area here. Plus, it'll keep them nice and safe if ever there's any flooding in the area. Perfect. There we go. All back to normal. And then the other really cool suggestion that I liked was, if we go back into the same tab, we have our deep space radar, which would just be fantastic on a really tall, high spot to keep track of the rocket launches. Now we look back over here at, these are actually called the PG tips. This is like the highest spot here, but now I'm looking at it, that is even higher over there, isn't it? Would you have it that far away? Do you know what? I'm wondering whether we could flatten this out up here and we could run a road up here. Would this work? Let's have a look. How big? Where's the top gone? How big would it need to be? It would need to be pretty flat up here, but not overly too large, which is good. Let's just see what we can do. Oh. Whoops. Accidentally shot this thing into the distance. Yeah, there we go. That is pretty good. Building needs to be placed roadside. What I'm going to do, if I go onto here and turn off toggle road collision, I'm assuming that is going to let me place that now. No. Okay, well, let me just place a road in here. I want to go for a 1U road with normal parking. So I sort of want that there. Let's put that back on again and plop that up against there. There we go. Excellent. So that is oh, look at that. Look at that. That is facing out from the highest point in the whole of this area to get a good look at that. Now, how the heck are we going to get a road down here? This sort of... Okay, so what we're going to do, we are going to make use of the topography button, which is this one. Yikes! And see what we can do. Yeah, I'm just looking at this thinking, what the heck? I mean, this down here isn't too bad. Well, you know, compared to the rest. Whether we can sort of snake it up there, then it gets really steep. Snake it up there. All right, I'll tell you what, let's plop something down and let's just see how it goes. I think what we're going to end up doing with this is judicious use of the tool that levels out all the roads and things, because this is just going to be... Actually, if I turn off anarchy... Yeah, this is going to be absolutely nuts. I mean, if we carefully go up any bits, where am I heading to? Up there, that are a bit steep, then we should be okay. Good grief. That was particularly difficult to get that working. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick save and have a sip of tea, and then we're going to see if we can level this out a bit. It's going to be slopey, isn't it? Let's be honest. But let's just maybe check out. So up here it all goes a bit wrong. I'm going to just take this bit out and just see if we can join those up without this all going funny like that. I don't think I'm going to be able to. It's going to want to build this right up in the air, isn't it? Okay, well that's not too bad. We can smooth that out. And then I can go down to there. Yeah. All right, let's have a look. Let's see how bad this really is. So we'll go into Network Multi-Tool. We'll grab our Set Slope Modifier. I mean, it's going to show us that some of this is pretty steep, but you know, you would expect that on a mountain. Yeah, you see, I can't have that with it going right up in the air like that. So at some points, we are going to have to. So if I go from there to there, why don't we just do the whole thing? I did a save just in case. I mean, this could just go horribly wrong. Not connected with others. All right, how far down is it going to let us go? Not that far. Not that far. Did I not click a node? Let's try that again. From there to here. Yeah. Any further? No. Is there like a limit on how many nodes we can do? Oh, no. We're still going. We're still going. Oh, we're still going. We're going to go all the way to the end. This is going to go horribly wrong. And there's no undo button on this. Oh, mamma mia. What have we got? What have we got? Let's just follow this up. Do you know what? Actually, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Some of this here, we could sort of imagine that they've built this in to house this road. And we could smooth some of this over, couldn't we? They've had to do a bit of blasting here to get it round the corner. Yeah, let me do a bit of smoothy smooth, and I think this is going to look okay. Yeah, this is looking better. I'm just taking away any sort of sheer cliff drops like this that look like we've just placed a road and used anarchy. And just sort of smoothing out any height differences just enough to make it look like this should be here. I mean, bits like this I'm leaving because you would think, yeah, they'd have to blast to make that work. A bit like that, we'll just smooth it out. And I think that overall, like this bit here, a little bit too close to the edge. So we're going to just bring this out just a bit like that. And around here. There we go. Yeah, that's okay. Let's follow this up. Yeah, this is right. This has been built up. See this here? It's like almost perfectly mirroring the road. Just doesn't quite look realistic enough. So if we bring some of this up. And there we go. And then we get to the pool up here, which is fine. So now we just need to make it up to the top up here. Let's see if we can do this. What I'm thinking I might just do here is use this tool, the slope terrain, and just see if we can... I'll go from there to there. Just give ourselves a little bit of a fighting chance of getting this to work. There you go. I'm going to put Anarchy on for that. Oh dear. And then I'm going to eyeball this and level it out myself. But I'm going to expect this last little bit to be particularly steep. And that's what I'm going to leave it as. Because it is up the top of a mountain. So what else would you expect? I changed my mind. I'm going to do it. I'm going to use this. Eek. Oh, that's actually not too bad. It still kept it reasonably steep. Oh man, imagine being the poor contractor that had to run these water pipes all the way up this mountain. Good gravy. I'm just wondering if we could just collect the water from here, but I'm not sure if there's a water source in there. There is a water source in there. Do you know what? I reckon we could just collect it from here instead. Let's do that. I'll turn off Anarchy. Yeah, let's connect this up. Why not? Go for semi-realism in our completely unrealistic road network. There we go. So that's going to bring water up to here, hopefully. Oh, it's going to need power. We'll sort that in a sec because we're going to put in here. Oh, what else would we have right up here? We would have wind power, which is this one. Look at that. We can... 8 megawatts, I think, is perfectly fine. I'm thinking... Let's just have a look. Do we want it right up close to this? I'm thinking just down here. And I'm hoping that's going to leap across. It is. And then we can just run a cable down the mountain. Okay, so that's got a fantastic view. We will come back to this and we will beautify this up another time. But yeah, excellent. Thank you for that suggestion. That was from Liam Dunn to put the deep space radar on the tallest mountain. Darn it. It also needs sewage. Okay, I'm going to connect pipes all the way back to the city. And of course, I've got to connect the road at the bottom as well. Yep, we've called the contractor. He's come back again. Bob the Builder. Thank you very much. There we go, and we're going to connect that up here. And we'll give this dedicated turning lanes. Excellent, there we go. So you can meander your way under the highway and then up the mountain. Fantastic. Okay, so back over to the James T. Kirk Space Center. We want to start fleshing out this side of the island. We've already put in here a nice zone. This is called Pearl Hills. I would like to add a theme onto here. So we're going to go into our theme manager, enable... And we're going to go for University City. If we just take a quick look at what that includes. Included. There we go. So we've got these smaller college type housing. There we go. And I think that would fit in. We've got all sorts of levels. We've got commercial. We don't have any offices. So we need to remember that. Because I forgot that last time. When I did an area like this. So let's just take a look at our road network. We've also got this connection going over here as well, which is cool. I think we need something... here. I think this is going to end up being a roundabout, if I'm honest, because we're going to have another road coming off of this, and they're all going to be small roads. So this one is going to sort of act as a collector, but it's only going to have a small amount of people living here. I'm going to go with this one first of all. Let's just bring that out like that. We'll turn that around. There we go, and then we'll just upgrade. Let's go for that one. Excellent, that's fine. And then we're going to put a roundabout in here. So let's use our roundabout builder. Let's just make that a little bit smaller. Probably like that. Obviously some keys. Doing two things at once there. Which is why the screen kept changing. I think that'll be okay. And then we'll do Control-Shift-Click with that. There we go. So we get our giveaway signs, dedicated lanes coming off. All that sort of thing. I think that will be perfectly fine. And I don't want all these street lights around here. Is there one I could use that isn't going to do that, but still allow walking? And also these sorts of roundabouts always work so much better if you have roads that just go in one direction. I knew something was wrong while I was doing it. It wasn't the roads, it was my brain. There we go. Excellent. Right, that'll be good. So let's then take this road here, which was this one, wasn't it? And we're going to run that through the middle and sort of mirror. I mean, we're literally just going to run through the middle, which means it's going to mirror the coast and the other side as well. I don't want this to be a cul-de-sac, so I'm actually going to come up closer to here. And then we're maybe going to bring this round like this. I'm just wondering, actually, we could fit another load of houses along here if we do that as well. There we go, that's fine. And we can have a little something at the end here. We just go like that. Excellent. Okay, good. So let's make good use of this space. So I'm thinking in here we're going to have the policy of schools out and really try and get people to go straight into work. We've got lots of buildings and things that need people to come and work in. And also with the noise that we're going to get of the rocket launches and things, I'm thinking they are going to have a lot of trees all the way along here. Absolutely filling this with trees to try and block as much of the sound as they can coming from that launch site. There you go. That's probably about the most you're going to get in there. Excellent. Okay, how do we want to lay out what we need over here? We've got a huge need for residential, which is fantastic. I want to get some commercial. Why don't we like to put the commercial just sort of around a little hub like this? So we'll go something like that, that end. And then I was thinking some commercial over here. And then we're going to want some services. So we do have services over this side, but they're not going to reach all the way over this way, of course. What would be a good one? If we pop that there, we'll pop that one opposite so they can go in, and we'll just pop, whoa, not that. Teeny tiny police station over here will be fine. That will cover all of that. Fantastic. Schools, actually, I might just put all the way up over here. A little tiny elementary school. Let's put it here, back it onto the beach. Why not? And then a high school, that could sort of go in the middle here. I've got Anarchy on, so it's letting me place it in places where I shouldn't be able to place it. There we go, fantastic. And then we're going to need some sort of park in here, you know, to make people want to come and live over here. Let's maybe have one at that end like that, and then we'll have a little dog walking park at this end, and that should cover most of that. And see how that goes? And then if we fill the rest of this in with low density and see what happens. Now what's going to happen is they're not going to have power. Let's see if we can bring that across the highway. And we've got this here which isn't connected to anything else. We've got a big wall over here. Okay, we're going to try and bridge over the highway at this point here. If we go high enough, there we go, that's good. And then we can go back down to low over there. Excellent. So that should hook that up nicely, high enough for the trains to go past. All of that good stuff. And then hopefully, well not hopefully, it will, once it starts filling in, we'll bring electricity down to these fine folks over here as well, which might just take a few moments. I'm just wondering as well, actually, just to give these people somewhere to live, if we take our district and just take out, if I right click that section there and pop in another district here, this is just going to be an office zone. Thornton Heights. There we go. And then finally, to encourage people to move in over here, we could set up a bus route. Now, what have we got? We've got our metro that goes under there, which these don't have access to. We have a bus route here. Excellent. This bus route is going to be commandeered to do a nice loop. It's going to stop down here by the shops. It's going to stop up here by the school. It could just go around like that. It could stop in here. Excellent. And everybody is going to love that. Fantastic. And what I think I'm going to do as well, this is a big, long road all the way around, isn't it? We're going to have a couple of little cut-throughs here. We're going to have one there. I want this with parking. So that's no parking. This is parking. Okay, we'll go one there. And then we'll pop another one maybe here. There we go, excellent. So they've got somewhere to park their cars if they need to, which is good. And I might even just pop a little car park in down here where we've got the offices and the commercial zone as well. There we go. We've got a nice sleepy little community along the other side of the highway there. That's looking good. I'm just wondering whether we could just pop in a few more trees. Ooh, we're up to 90,000. Look at that. Let's put the strength on high. There might be just a few little spots where we can add a few more. And down here as well. Excellent. I think we're going to fill in this bit. Why not? Let's make this a lovely tree-filled area. Nice. Oh, I'm liking that. I would certainly come and live here if I liked rockets. And then we've got this side of the highway. We've got this space here that we also want to fill in. I'm just thinking we don't want to come off the highway. We've already got 4 roads coming off of there. But we could certainly come off of this road here and see if we can make this. Let's have a look. There we go, something like that. So we get a slightly larger 4-lane road going through the middle here, and then we can build off the side. Let me just grab that up to there. Just smooth that out a bit. I think it's okay. Oh yeah, it's just where the name is over there. It puts a bit of a shadow, making me thinking there was a big dip in there, but no, there wasn't. Yeah, I think that's okay. Making good use of the space. We could get rid of some of these traffic lights on the main road here. Just putting giveaway signs for everybody. It's not going to get that busy, so it's going to be fine. Blunk. Do that one there. And that one there. Excellent. And then we'll just give dedicated turning lanes as they come in. Bish, bash, and bosh. Excellent. I think that's good use of the space. I might just smooth out that a little bit. Down, and this one down. And that one there. There we go. I think that'll be a bit better. Excellent. Cool. We do want a load of trees just to sort of try and muffle the sound. In fact, now that we've got this along here, let's grab this road and we're going to upgrade these to the ones with sound barriers, definitely. There we go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Right, so let's just fill in this area. Oh, we've got some offices growing here. Very good. I had accidentally had this area set with the themes to also include international. I've turned that one off now, so some of these buildings may rebuild themselves. But again, we've got a great big need. And I'm just thinking as well, something we missed off on the other area, which we might be able to put in over here, is... Let's have a look. The Child Health Care Centre. That is not going to cover the whole thing, is it? So if we pop one of those in there, how far does that go? Yeah, we're going to need another one in here. Maybe next to the school. If I turn off Anarchy, there we go. And then also the Elder Care. Do we want an Elder Care Centre over here? I'll tell you what, we won't. We'll go for a hint of realism. I don't think you want elderly people living next to the James T. Kirk Space Centre, do you? No, definitely not. So I'm just going to pop a few offices along the back here just to try and help to block the sound of all the noise of the highway. We might just pop that in there as well. I think the rest will be okay. We'll pop in some commercial. Let's just see. I think in the centre section here and off of this main road. And I'm pretty sure that will be absolutely plenty. And then the rest of this is going to be low density residential. And of course, the other thing to keep in mind is the noise of this wind turbine, which is pretty big. That's here to give power to this. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move that. That is only going to give us 3 megawatts, but I think that is going to be more than enough for this thing here. And the noise, yeah, there's hardly any noise over here at all. Excellent. So that should be good. So, oh, a park. We haven't got any parks in here at all. Maybe we could squeeze in a small little park like that there. Maybe a dog walking park over in the corner. Let's just check out the land value of these areas while they're building in. So this not too bad. This not brilliant. We're waiting for people to move in, so that's going to get better. Problem with trash over here, we do have a waste transfer facility which can get over here. So hopefully that'll be better. And then we just need to make sure these lovely people are all hooked up to the power. Let's just come around the back here for now, and then once they've all built in, it'll be fine. And then we can see what we get here. Aha, it's growing up nicely. I've remembered to remove the district zone from the couple of places where we've got offices, so they will grow in. And then all we need to do here is I'm going to adjust this bus route again. We're going to bring that all... No, we're not going to do that one. I want it to go up here and around. Can I bring that into there on that side of the road? Okay, so we're going to stop there, and we're going to stop this side. There we go, and that will cover everybody. There we go. See the happy faces. We've got nice walking paths so the people in here can get over there as well. Excellent, excellent. Where does that bus route actually go? It comes in here to this nice area. Okay, goes around there, but it also now goes up the highway over here. This is a very long bus route. I foresee... Oh, and it comes round over here to these people as well. Yeah, I foresee changing my bus routes a bit in the future. Eek! Which one's this one? This is number 38. It's only got 4 vehicles on there. Yeah, we are going to up that to a decent amount of vehicles. I'm going to say 10. So hopefully we'll encourage more people to come and use it. Okay, so the power is now leaping across. We can get rid of these little power lines that are in here. Excellent. And I'm wondering whether we could just give these people a little something, oh, quick sip of tea, down on the coast. We've got a lovely little beach area. What could we put in there? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of these rural roads and we're going to bring some connections down out here. Unfortunately, it probably means destroying some houses, unless I find a spot like that. Excellent, so we're going to do one there. Can I fit one? Oh, that's a path, isn't it? Gravel road. Yeah, I don't think I connected it. Oh, that's why. Look, that's turned off. Actually, I want to come off this side road. So side houses, you're going to end up going. I'm going to have one there. Let's connect this up properly. There we go. And then we're going to have, let's have a look. One's going to come off of here. Actually, this one is going to come off of here and it's going to go out this way. Like that. Oh. Jumpy, jumpy, and it's going to go out this way like that. Excellent. So that's now going to give us the ability to add some park-related items that are nice and close to this road. So we can have that one there. We turn off this. We can see what's going on. And there we go. So we've got a nice restaurant pier, fishing pier over in this little alcove there. We'll sort the power in a moment. We've got this one here, a restaurant pier, which can go right on the end there. And with a bit of jiggery-pokery with the Move It mods, we could sort of angle... Actually, no, we want that going out to sea, don't we? So let's put that up against the side there. Like that. Very nice. And then over here, we've got this one. We could even add a little bit of beach volleyball down behind these houses. How far will I need to get? Let's bring that out a bit. There we go. Cannot build on water, it's saying. I think that's fine. That'll go there. And in fact, if we use the Move It mod, I can bring it down to where I wanted it before. Excellent. Just wonder whether we can have two there. Could we put one on the other side as well? Yeah, why not? Little beach volleyball area. Very cool, very cool. And then this one over here. We have got a restaurant pier we've used. We've got the marina, which I think will go nicely there. And again, I'm going to use the Move It mod just to line this up. Excellent. Yeah, there we go. I think that looks okay. Let's just lower these down a bit so they're all a bit more realistic. And now I'm also looking to see whether I can connect them to the ferry network. So we've got a ferry line here, but if you remember, we've got two ferry lines. One that is working for our barges. And then if we come back round this way, we've got this ferry line here that goes up there. I think that is the nearest one. If we could come over there and cross over, we could also put a ferry in. The only question is can I fit under all these bridges? So what I think I might do is continue this along here like this. And see how we go. I'm going to have to turn off collision. Hopefully that'll be okay. Yeah, and we'll see how we go when we get down here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to increase the height on some of these bridges and things, aren't I? And this is definitely going to cross over. So if we've got Anarchy on, we can just cross that over the top. Without Anarchy on, it will snap. So if we go straight over the top like that, and then we can come into this area up here. And where do we want our ferry connection? This little spot here seems like the perfect spot for a ferry connection. I'm thinking just a small ferry pier like so would be perfect. Let's connect that to the roadway network. There we go. We'll give them like that. I don't think we need to put asymmetric roads on there. We'll see how we go. This actually needs to come a little bit further out to sea, doesn't it? To actually look like it's realistic. That should be okay. Let's connect up to that. So we've got our ferry pathway. We've also got our one-way ferry pathway, which is... It does cause me problems sometimes, but we're going to use it. So it's going to go one way in there, and then when it comes out, It's going to go one way back out there and connect back to the network again. Excellent. And I think then what we'll do, if we pause the game, I'm going to grab that stop there and bring that all the way down to there. So that's going to go all the way back round again. Excellent. And then we've got to try and... Oh, dear grief. Hang on. Let me sort this out. I'm going to add some other stops in there. If we turn all of those off, just put that one on. Oh, there we go. Excellent. So that can go like that. And then when it leaves, it misses it on the way back. Oh, darn it. Okay. I might just change this then from having this turnaround here. There we go. And that means we can have a stop in each direction, which is fantastic. So if I do that, it'll add another stop in there as well. Bingo! Excellent. And I think there is also another line in here. Yes, there's this blue one as well. So I'm going to... Shall I do the same with that one? Where does that go? That goes down here. Yeah, we'll keep that as a small local line. We'll just have the other one come round here. Excellent. Let's hook this thing up. Oh dear. I think we need to fix this thing up first. There we go. And this is where we find out that our bridges are all too low. Darn it. So we're going to have to do a little bit of work along here. Oh man, no, it needs to be even higher than that. I've got this light. Oh, good grief. I think that is how high everything's going to have to be. Man alive. Which this way is okay. We've got this nice big slope. But this way over here... Eek! Yeah, I think we're going to have to use our imagination, pretend that's got stairs. Then it's going to come over here. And this is a shame, because this is all really nice and flat. And I really don't think this is going to fit under here. Do you know what? If we don't see it... Perfectly fine. No, absolutely no problem at all. This is going to be a problem. So that's the height this needs to be. But that's not going to get under there, is it? No. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use this tool here. We're going to add another node in there and about the same there. We're going to grab those two new nodes. Control H, make them the same height as that node. So that bridge is now high enough for that. Yep, excellent. And then we've just got a slope either side. Do you know what? That looks absolutely fine to me. And there we go. We are so close to 100,000 inhabitants in New Tealand. We're at 96,972. Yes, I memorized that number. And we're going to be doing some more expansion in the next one. So be sure to check that out. Subscribe. Maybe look at the other video on the screen as well if you enjoy Cities Skylines content. Thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day. Take care. Bye-bye.